What's
What's up?
up?
What is up, Critterpit Nation? I'm your host, Killer Graham. Let's get right into the pod.
Nice.
Yes,
I like
let's.
that.
Yeah,
Let's.
drama alert.
Let's. Drama alert. Critter alert.
I came up with that like a week ago, and I've been waiting to waiting to say that.
Been practicing in front of the mirror.
Yeah,
That's why you've been wanting to just get on it, you know? You
Yep.
have that locked in.
Yeah,
Nice. This is
it's been
gonna
a
be
little while.
yeah. It's been a week, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but 3 movies.
Oh,
3 movies, 1
movies.
episode.
I gotta
Oof,
say,
it's
I'm a
never.
little disappointed Troy wasn't on the Silence of the Lambs episode.
We tried
Yeah.
to get him. We tried very hard.
Yeah,
Didn't we schedule the episode around his appearance?
We did, in fact, do that
and then he was
to the
working.
minute. But
That we're getting though.
Did he just like surprise get called into work or something? Like
basically, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Must have.
Damn.
Must have. Yeah.
Yeah, because you
Right
guys
on.
already started, and you're like, "Isn't he supposed to be here?" And then he was.
Yeah. Was that just
Yeah.
the last episode?
Yep.
I think so. Yeah.
So we haven't announced the
Mhm.
actual live shows.
Oh, fuck.
Critterpit Live.
Boy. Critterpit Live.
Troy texted me afterwards saying that he wants Critterpit to moderate screenings if there ever are screenings again at RDP.
Okay.
So
Fuck. Just Critterpit's everything now, huh?
Critterpit's everything. Critterpit
Okay.
Live coming to you.
I don't know.
We gotta
I don't know
do
how
a live
I don't know
show
how
for
real
their
that is,
couch.
but
Don't
Critter
know how a
Couch.
live show would work, but
we just
I'm-
talk about the movie and then
I'm fully
don't know.
committed to do the video game Critter Pit.
yeah.
do
I
it.
think
happen.
instead of Criterion, I looked it up, and the best list I could find was the IGN top 100 games of all time. Just gonna say, I don't think Breath of the Wild deserves to be number 1, but
Okay. Yeah, it's probably like Fallout New Vegas or something.
Yeah.
I don't even know if
I've
Fallout
never
New Vegas
experienced
is
a
on
bug in
there.
that game, so I'm sure it's
Me
fine.
neither. Yeah, but it's friggin' epic, dude. And
There was some
Iron.
bad games
So
on
good.
that list. Let me find it again.
Yeah.
What I'm feeling like for Critter Couch, since I don't play video games very much, that I'm probably just gonna like when I play a video game and maybe like Griffin or Grams play a game and it's a special good game, we'll do a special little Critter Couch. Special
Well, what I
little
was thinking is a interesting thing would be like if it's a single player game, one
Mhm.
person plays it and everyone, and it's just a recording of the gameplay. It's not like talking about the game afterwards.
Oh,
Okay. Could be interesting.
that would be
Yeah,
interesting.
so it's everyone just reacting to one person playing the game, or if it's a multiplayer
We're all just
game,
watching.
yeah, everyone would just be watching and one person would be playing.
Oh, wow.
Or if it's a
I'd be giving
multiplayer
them
game,
great
because like
commentary.
Minecraft was on here, and that one everyone
Okay.
can play. League
Well-
of Legends is number 93. That's one of the top 100 games of all time. Like, come on.
Hard disagree with that.
Yeah.
Should be number 1. Should be number 1.
Yeah, should be number one. But with Critter Couch, the first episode's for sure going to be Elden Ring because we've set up that lore already. Previous
Okay.
episode, so that's locked in.
Yeah, there is. I was thinking, like, just because it's only 100 games compared to Critter Pit, which is like over 1,000
1,500.
movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of these games, like, only the sequel is listed because I guess the sequel was better. So, like, number 100, which would probably be the first episode, is Borderlands 2. So
Mm.
we could play Borderlands 1 and then 2.
You have to do them both in the same episode, though, because that's what we're doing for
Ooh.
the trilogies.
I was
Yeah.
thinking they could take they would probably take multiple parts. A lot of these games are like
Well,
potentially
Griffin-
hundreds of hours.
Yeah.
Griffin absolutely loves the Borderland games, so
Oh, there's Fallout 2.
you guys could talk about those. I hate Borderlands personally. Find it so annoying.
I played a bit of Borderlands 2. I got really into it for a bit, and then I was like, this is too much of a grind. I hate like trying to find the best weapon all the time.
Griffin's a very big Borderlands game. Played him like multiple.
Is he excited for
times.
the Borderlands movie directed by Eli Roth?
Not very. He
Yeah.
hated Borderlands 3, so I think his faith in the franchise has fallen off.
Mortal
Also, Eli
Kombat
Roth is a
11.
weird choice. I don't know.
Yeah, he's like makes violent films, doesn't he?
I mean, the only good movie, I haven't seen a lot of Eli Roth, but the only, like, the best thing that I've seen of his is that ad in front of Death Proof. I think he
Oh
did
yeah,
the Thanksgiving one. That was Eli
I never.
Roth.
Yeah, he directs Hostel and Green Inferno.
Yeah.
Fuck. And
He's
now
in
Borderlands.
Inglourious Bastards, I think.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
the Bear Jew, I think.
Yeah.
Last thing I'm gonna say about video games is IGN is so
Suck.
Nintendo pilled. Like they got like every Nintendo thing on their top
Mm.
100 list. Counter-Strike 1.6, like the original Counter-Strike.
Best game
Ugh,
ever.
it'd be hard to
Yeah.
Never
play.
played it.
The only thing I've seen from Eli Roth is Nation's Pride, which is the Nazi movie in Inglourious Bastards.
Awesome.
Yeah. Nice.
No way
So yeah, we're
Minecraft's
excited
from
for
here.
Borderlands movie to
Big
be added
big
to the
fans.
collection. Big fans of
fans
Eli
over
Roth.
here. Yeah.
Hold
I've
on,
got
who
a
is Eli Roth? I probably know who this is.
You probably recognize his face.
Oh, wait, I do.
he's the Bear Jew in
From
Glorious
Glorious
Bastards.
Bastards.
Oh my god, he is.
Yeah,
Oh, did he direct Hostel?
he
Yep.
did.
Wah wah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't actually seen it myself, and I don't really have that much of an interest. But was it you guys talking about it being a really shitty movie?
He was Jake.
Yeah.
Jake's
I haven't
Jake,
seen it
yeah.
either, but I've also
Yeah.
only heard bad things.
Yeah.
I know that
So,
Quentin Tarantino put his name on it, but he didn't make it.
He put his name on
well,
Hostel.
I
Yeah.
actually
He-
have a segment on Tarantino coming up here. I have to discuss. Speaking of,
All right. Should we just dive into the Tarantino segment?
yes,
Is it too
yeah,
soon?
let's
Again.
get
Okay.
into it.
it's a dream I had actually,
Yeah.
nightmare actually, because
Mm.
here on Critterpit we're kind of like the Sopranos. We like to get into the dreams, into the
The
deep
weeds.
wretches, the weeds, yeah, the trenches.
Yeah.
With Graham's pink dream.
Yeah.
Now on my nightmare
Tarantino
film,
dream.
nightmare dream. This is a fucked dream, you guys. This is, I don't know, man. This is a weird one. So in the dream, it's like semester has started, right, for the second year.
Yep.
And we're like 3 weeks in, and for whatever reason, I'm just missing classes back to back to back, just not going to any classes.
As you
Classic
do.
Ethan.
Yeah, and it's not even out of like anything. I just keep forgetting. Just slipping my mind. Classic dream shit, Um, and I'm in a hotel for some reason, and I have like sleep paralysis in the bed, and fucking Tarantino's there, and he just keeps on putting on different outfits and costumes and just
Gosh,
scaring
man.
the shit out of me, man. Just like jumping out at me with different outfits and costumes on and just spooking me, man. And like, I think the costumes and outfits were supposed to be like old film, like stars and villains. Like he was Cesare from The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari at one point,
I would love to see Tarantino in that role.
and he was in like crazy blackface at one point.
Whoa.
It was so
Whoa.
scary, bro. He's just like creeping up from the corner of my bed, just staring me down. It was haunting. It's fucked
You
up.
got PTSD after that event where you filmed him getting coffee and he attacked.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
My interpretation of the dream is that I was being punished by a specter of film for not going to my film classes.
Yeah.
That's
Which is funny because you did go to your film classes in real life.
I did.
But
I
in
was
your
pretty good.
dream, you were being punished.
Yeah,
you were skipping some of the
I
some of
know.
the movie things, the
I
film history
know.
things.
I know. I
No,
shouldn't
we
have.
never skipped any film history class
We
ever.
never skipped any film history classes to
Well,
watch
this is your
Shrek.
film history class. You guys took extra credit by doing this.
Yeah, this is part of it.
Yeah, so we're making up.
Remember
Right
that
now.
like it was that
Year-long
year-end
extra
essay
credit.
we were supposed to write, or we could make a video. We decided to just do this, and eventually we'll get to
Yeah.
one of the movies she said,
hmm
and we'll hand it in.
We'll hit one of them.
We have to eventually.
Yeah. I wanted to say that I changed my walkabout rating from an 8 to a 9. I was
Good.
looking at the other day and I'm like, that's not an 8, that's a 9. It's ridiculous that I put that as an 8.
Yeah,
Very silly. Maybe
I
that's
think
why
I'm gonna
Tarantino
rewatch that
was
movie
coming after me.
this week.
Because that is for sure a 9 out of 10.
Still gotta
So
watch
just
Walkabout. I'm like,
Walkabout's great.
I was being convinced by you guys to buy the Criterion for it without even
Damn.
having watched it before.
I would buy the Criterion for that one for sure.
Yeah, you guys were so
Yeah.
persuasive.
Damn. You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome. That was a good one. You
Yeah,
should buy it and then give
it's
it to me.
amazing. It's just so hypnotic, that film. Crazy.
Yeah.
I better watch it first, but if it's as good as you guys
No, no,
say,
no.
I might,
Blind
I
buy.
might
No,
have to
Blind
blind buy.
blind
Trust
buy.
us. I almost always blind buy. Just go for it. YOLO.
I respect that about you, Sam. I'm too specific with my criterions. I want what I want.
Yep. I just want to experience new movies, and I
I
feel
know.
like I'm
I think
forced
that's the
to
better
watch
way
them
to
if
live.
I buy it. I don't
The
know,
better
but
way to live.
Oh, wow! After Hours is Criterion. I watched that
Yeah.
one. I watched that one in film history, actually.
Nice. I
Nice.
watched
think,
some Scorsese lately. I watched Cape Fear, which I never even heard of from Scorsese.
That's the one with Robert De Niro and his cool tattoos, right?
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
plays like a Southern Christian psychopath. It's amazing. Just haunting a family. And it's like
Yeah.
shot like a Hitchcock film with crazy zooms and suspense. It's so good, dude. I love that.
I gotta watch that one.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm lacking so much on Scorsese. He has so many movies.
After I finish up with Cronenberg, I'm gonna go through all the Scorseses before Killers of the Flower Moon, man. I just feel
Yeah.
like with Scorsese, it's just every time. Just
I'm
knocks
so
it out the
excited
park.
for Killers. This by
I
far
know,
my
dude.
most anticipated movie.
I know. You know I'm Dune Nation, but fuck, man, that one looks so good.
I thought I would be Dune Nation this whole year, but like honestly, I don't know. The anticipation for Killers is just it's got me.
And also Oppenheimer, man. I'm like fucking
Oh, yeah.
locked into Oppenheimer. I keep seeing the trailer every time I go see stuff, and it's like every time I get more and more excited. It's just it's badass, dude. I love what it was
badass.
about, like the black and white bits are objective
Yeah,
and the colored bits are subjective. I
subjective.
think that's a really fascinating tool, you know?
Definitely.
Just to like
That's using film
immediately.
form. You know, you're
Exactly.
going for it.
Like I love shit like that.
It's awesome.
It's so cool.
Nolan's one of the greats.
Speaking of film form, kind of mending the bridge between the last episode and this one, I watched Manhunter.
Michael
we were
Mann.
discussing. Michael Mann. That's
This is why we need Troy on.
I know. That's a really interesting movie. Just shot super well and really
Very good.
Yeah, very jarring, I'd say. And it like tackles like audiences' relationship with film and media. It's interesting. Interesting spin.
Like,
So
how does it do that?
it like because a lot of the plot revolves around like finding clues in like home videos and stuff in like the film form pretty much.
Okay.
And it kind of tackles like how people find themselves through that. It's interesting. It's very interesting.
Like, do you mean like how people portray themselves in home videos versus how they are, or like how they want to
no,
be?
more like it's hard to explain. I'm not
Okay.
smart enough to articulate it, but
Yeah.
it's definitely there. And I rewatched Red Dragon, and it really blows Red Dragon out of the water. Even though I still like that movie.
Recommending movies. My list is getting too long, and I don't. Really
My list is like I think over 1,000 movies. I'm never gonna finish my list.
My list just triples every day.
Yeah, pretty much. I just hear about so many movies.
649 films.
My list like every month.
What?
You just go through it?
I gotta have a fresh. Yeah, I either go through it or I erase it.
That's crazy.
If it's more than a month and I still haven't seen something, I'm like, I'm never gonna watch it.
Well, you gotta watch Walkabout quick then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I didn't watch it that long ago. I watched it I watched the Critterpit on it like a week ago.
You're behind. You're missing
Yeah,
out on the lore.
I'm not behind anymore. I caught up last
Okay.
week. So
I guess you said you watched the Silence episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was telling
1,649
Ethan
films.
stuff. I should have been saving it for the pod, but I was telling him it the other day. Jake, Snapchat, FaceTime.
Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about that call because it was very scary at one point.
It was scary.
Why was it scary,
Yes.
Ethan?
It was Ari Aster vibes, bro. It's fucked up.
What?
We were
How?
talking about Ari Aster, right? And like his like kind of parental issues. And I was talking about
What
something.
parental issues?
I don't know.
Are we
What are
talking
you
about the same
talking about?
director, Ari Aster? I don't think he has problems with his father or
Graham
mother.
Graham just stopped talking when we were on the call, right? Just stopped talking while I was talking. And then he slowly turned the camera around.
Oh,
And his fucking mom was just standing right there.
Whoa!
Super
Whoa!
comfortably, dude. It was horrifying. Like
I was just watching a video on the guy that did Smile, and he does like a camera he does it in like almost every single one of his films, but he does this slow pan from like pointing at the actor to what they're looking at. So I imitated that pan
it
over
was
to my mom who was
And it
standing
was-
in the doorway.
it
Graham's
came out of
mom.
nowhere, man. I'm not saying anything about your mom. It was just shocking.
Shocking. Yeah.
It's
Moment.
shocking reveal. Ugh.
Were you talking? You were talking about like Ari Aster, like in the call?
I think at that point I was talking about the quail story.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
because I asked him about he was asking me about the comment I said where I said I wish I was the quail.
No, you don't.
Trapped by
Which quail?
your coworker. Yeah, which quail? The one that was peed on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That's better. That's a better
We
fate.
can work something out.
Let's talk off air. We'll talk off air.
Yeah. After dark.
Yeah, after dark.
Okay. There's another thing we have to talk about, you guys. Spider-Verse. Come on.
Come on.
Come
I had the worst
on. The new
theater
one?
experience of my life at Spider-Verse last night.
Yeah,
even-
saw that.
I don't even know if it's I don't even know if it's in my theater, I'm gonna be honest.
Really?
No
It's
way.
huge.
Yeah.
It's
Doing
gotta
amazing.
be. I should go watch
Yeah.
it.
So
I have
It's
not
so
been
good.
thinking about
It's
seeing
so
movies.
good.
It's so good, dude. Holy.
It's the anime. Just I mean,
The
what can you
animation.
even say? The animation is just insane.
I mean, I
It-
loved first Spider-Verse.
Oh, you'll love this, man. I wasn't
Yep.
even like I liked the first Spider-Verse, but it didn't like stand out in my mind all that much. But this one just blew me away, man.
I thought it
Holy.
did stand out. I was considering rewatching it.
I
and
did
then
rewatch it, and it's
started to
great.
realize
It's
the
just
second one was
personally,
coming out.
it doesn't like click for me, you know? It
Mm.
doesn't really hit as hard. But this one just
It's got those
Holy
parent-child relations that we love.
yeah.
Ari
And
Aster films.
It's got those scary villains we love, dude. I love scary villains.
Spider Gwen in the new Spider-Verse is confirmed trans in canon.
Really?
Yeah, I saw. Well, there's like all those got a lot of flags or whatever. I don't know. I don't like. Sure.
Okay.
No,
That's cool.
Up to
someone
interpretation.
made a theory. Her
There's,
suit colors are like the same as the trans flag.
Yeah,
Her,
Well,
her story can definitely be an allegory.
yeah,
for,
for sure
yeah.
it can be.
A lot of
I mean-
people have drawn like those connections and everything, but
is
I
there
think
much of
that
an
connection is
outrage over
there
that?
purposefully.
there's outrage over it.
Oh, geez. Because all I've seen
Who
about this
cares?
film is like overwhelmingly positive.
Yeah,
For
Which
the
is
most part,
just
I've
dope.
just seen like trolls on both sides. Like, there's people on the ally side going like, "Guys, I'm sorry to tell you this, but this is gonna be controversial. But Gwen is actually like a toaster or something, just trolling."
Mm,
And then
yeah.
the people on the other side are like obviously trolling, but they're like, "Guys, I'm sorry to tell you this, but Spider Gwen is not trans." And people get so pissed at both sides. It's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
I'm so happy I'm not on Twitter anymore, man. Such a
yeah. I'm off Twitter as well.
I saw the
Ethan
best argument
ran off
for
Twitter though.
The
yeah.
best argument for it was
Yeah.
was actually she's a cartoon character.
Yeah,
That's true as well.
that is
But
true.
there's
She
not
is.
only cartoons in this movie.
Yeah,
There's real
there's some
people in
live
this
action
movie.
elements.
What I really loved about this movie, man, is like there's so many Spider-Man movies. There's so many Spider-Man stories. Just
Yeah.
too many, arguably. And this movie just it so smartly commentates on them all and like
Yeah,
bends your
exactly.
expectations and what you want from a Spider-Man story into like something new and exciting and like kind of pits Miles against like the entire like Spider-Man canon. It's so cool, dude.
That's literally
Like,
the enemy, right, of this movie
yeah.
is the canon of Spider-Man. It's
And
these
I saw the
events that are
directors
supposed to
talking
happen.
about it, how it's kind of like a response to like a lot of fans who's like, "Oh, Miles not Spider-Man for whatever reasons," right?
Yeah.
And I think that's so cool.
I
Such a
really
cool narrative.
don't get that like argument. I see that one a lot too. Like Miles is not Spider-Man.
A lot of
Like,
racism.
Yeah, it's mostly
it's
racism.
almost entirely
Yeah.
racism because a lot of people are like, oh, they just made this character to like because of like the Black Lives Matter movement. Miles Morales
So
has like
cringy.
been a character since like I'm
He's,
pretty sure like the 90s.
No,
No, I
it's
think he's like 2011.
2010s.
Yeah.
It's
Really?
Donald Glover.
Yeah. Yeah, Donald
There's the
Glover
whole
inspiration.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
'Cause there was
he's
a
fairly
petition.
new.
Miles Morales was older than that.
There was a petition for Donald Glover to be Spider-Man in the Amazing Spider-Man films, but that didn't happen. And I think the guy who made Miles Morales based it or got inspiration from that.
Still,
Yeah.
Miles
I
Morales.
really don't get the
And then-
obsession with like Peter Parker has to be Spider-Man. I remember hearing about the Miles Morales and I was like, hold on, why is this person a completely different person and they're Spider-Man? And then I found out how this person ended up becoming Spider-Man, and I was like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, also there's a whole bunch of other people that are
Yeah,
like
it's
have been
like a
Spider-Man as
million
well.
of
Like
them. Who gives
Ben
a fuck?
Riley is in
Why
this
is the
movie.
line here now when it's Miles, you know?
Exactly.
What's the difference?
There had already been so many different like iterations.
It's very silly. Very
Yeah,
silly
it's
people.
not even like it's like Miles Morales is the only Spider-Man now. There's not any Peter Parkers.
Yeah.
Like there's still like 12 Peter Parkers in this
Did
movie.
you watch?
Like it's
Yeah,
fun.
do you watch the movie? There's a billion of them. There's
Yeah.
a cat Spider-Man. There's a dinosaur Spider-Man. It's crazy.
He's the
It's
only
great.
black Spider-Man. Oh, I guess there's
No.
Spider-Woman as well. But
No, and Punk Spider-Man.
oh yeah, right,
It
Spider-Punk.
was great.
That
Love
was my favorite
Spider-Punk, man.
character, probably.
Yeah,
Kobe.
I loved
Did you guys
Indian
ever-
Spider-Man too. That one was great.
Did you guys ever see Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt?
I did not.
Only the first couple seasons.
My mom likes it though.
They did I think it was season 1. They did a gag on
Spider-Man
it
the
was-
musical.
Yeah, it was Spider-Man 2, Too Many Spider-Men.
Yeah, well, because there was a Spider-Man musical, but it's like one of the most expensive Broadway shows ever produced, and it was just a massive, massive flop. Like it.
Wow.
I think at the time that episode was written, this Spider-Verse thing was going on in the comics too. So I think that's
Probably.
what they based it on. But yeah, it was just about a bunch of like Spider-Men on stage and musical, and they kept dying.
Yep.
Yeah. This movie's great though.
It is great. I don't want to spoil it for you, Graham, because it's really good.
Like flies. Yeah, no, I do gotta watch it.
It's so good.
Don't
man.
watch it in the 4DX box. I
No,
don't think
I
you
don't
have it in your
have
little
one.
North Battleford town.
Yeah.
But I watched it. I watched it in there where like the whole like seats move and
That
like
sounds sick.
it was terrible. And there's like lightning flashes and there's wind.
Damn.
But the
that's
seats
cool.
moved way too much. Like I was like thrown around. Like anytime there was
Getting
like
ragdolled.
drums happening, they would like throw you like back and forth. And like it's not
Damn.
like the individual seats
Get you
move, like it's
pumped.
where you can kind of control how much you want. Like it's the whole row is moving. So like you're just fucked. It was terrible.
You guys ever do the 4D
though.
movies at like I know
No.
West Ed
Want to, though.
had them.
Yeah,
It
this
was
is
like
what
an
that's what I'm talking
arcade and
about.
you'd shoot at them. Yeah, I did like the West Ed one. That was
Yeah.
freaky I did both of them.
Now imagine you're doing that for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Well, was there any point where like it went off of a cliff and like the seat leaned forward or anything?
Well, it's kind of like that, but it's more the seat can't move as much as the ones in those like specialized theaters.
Yeah.
But it's just like throwing you back and forth really quickly, so it feels like you're moving more.
Mm.
just terrible. I don't know. I don't know how to explain just how bad of an experience I had while
I really
watching it.
wish my local theater had like at least the better seats. Like we have a theater in my town that has like lazy boys, and
Whoa.
it's amazing. Like it's so nice. Um,
It's
but
pretty
they use that
impressive.
one only
for
for
North
like
Battleford.
private screenings.
Ah,
Oh, that sucks.
So you have to like
Yeah.
book online. You have to pay them.
We should have a pink screening in there. when
Yeah.
we make it.
Yeah, local theater. Pink
I'm not
screening.
going to Saskatchewan.
Don't.
Yeah, I'll think about it.
I've never been to Saskatchewan. I never will go to Saskatchewan.
I'm
Ethan's lying.
working on getting out of here.
Good.
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 Only what? 3 months till school starts? Less than that?
Damn.
I haven't applied to my classes yet. I need to work on it.
You got lots of time.
You better be there, Graham. I'm gonna drop out if you're not there.
No,
Just saying.
I will be. I will.
Good.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna mess up that chance.
Perfect.
Mess up
Perfect.
Ethan's odds of going back to
Yeah.
school. Wouldn't want that to happen.
Exactly.
I don't know. I'm excited to go back, even though I know summer kind of only has just begun. But
Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm enjoying the summer though, doing a lot of film stuff.
I've not
Living
been enjoying the
life.
summer.
have you made your
Love.
1 minute movie yet, Ethan?
I've shot most of it. I need one more insert shot.
Yeah, 1 week.
I got 4 days.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's due on the 18th. It'll take no time.
I've lost
No
don't
like
know how-
time.
all
I don't know how it
motivation
turned out,
to
but
work on film projects personally.
really, I'm feeling the
Yeah.
exact opposite, bro.
I
I put
wish I was
together a
feeling
whole
the
shoot
opposite.
the other day, like 4-hour shoot, man. It was
Nice.
For
sick.
me, it's like I
Bought a
just
bunch
got
of Prime for everybody.
like none of my friends. Like I only have a few friends that actually live here still. So
Yeah.
very small pool of people I can go to get help on it. And then I still got my computer issue. I've just
Ah,
emailed
yeah.
the company that should be able to get the data, and they haven't responded. I did that last night. Might have to call
Hopefully
them.
they
That
get
sucks.
back to you toot sweet.
Yeah.
It sucks. I've been feeling so inspired lately, more than
That's
ever.
great.
Just loving it, man. That shoot I did the other day, I'm like, I love just the act of finding a scene, like
Mhm.
feeling it out, like feeling the blocking out, like just the collaboration. People are throwing out ideas,
It's so great.
seeing what works. Oh, it's addicting, my friend. It's addicting.
It is addicting. I gotta make more. I gotta
Love
get
it.
back into it now.
Yeah.
Wait, I do have a
I'm
bit of
I'm
a
on that grind.
question because I'm curious for you guys how you did that 48-hour film, as well as like how you shoot your films, Ethan. Like,
hmm
do you typically do them in order or no?
No, we did
No.
not do the 48-hour film in order at all. We
Not
did
in
it by
Like,
location.
yeah, location and availability of actors for the most part.
Yep,
Um,
and
like with the
availability of
thing,
crew.
yeah, with the thing I'm shooting right now is all like structured around like we're losing this one location soon, so it's all about like getting these shots
Okay.
done where we were.
Yeah, the reason I bring that
Really.
up is because of a Ari Aster
Mm,
interview. I think I read it, and he actually does his movies almost entirely in order.
I
I
could see
was
that being
I
beneficial.
think I read that too for, Beau is Afraid. I was wondering if that was a Joaquin Phoenix thing. If, like,
I could see for
I
sure.
could
I
see
see
that
that being a
being, like,
walking thing.
I think
Joaquin
that's
being, like,
both a
gotta be in
Joaquin and an
character.
Ari thing. I think they just
Okay.
happen to match up on
I
that.
think for a movie
Yeah.
like Beau is Afraid, I think that fits because it's just such a odyssey and just such
It's
a
so
descent.
that movie's all over the place, though. Like, it doesn't
Yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed they filmed that in order, you know? It doesn't feel
I
because the
mean,
narrative is so odd.
if you don't have like limitations from actors or locations, I don't see why not. You can film in order.
Yeah.
He
Reason
did
not
say
to.
that it's like he's. I think he said it's like when he gets a scene right, it's a lot more rewarding. But if he gets a scene wrong, it's a lot more crushing. So it's like a
It is.
higher stakes typically takes longer, but he has the budget
Mhm.
for it.
Although Beau's Afraid's budget was like pretty modest.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Yeah.
it was like 20 million, which I mean is a
Oof.
lot of money, but like it's just crazy to see how much they did with that budget. And then you
And
watch like,
it's
Ant-Man
box
3, which
office.
had like 200 million.
It's box office. What is it at now? Well, it
Oh, it's
wouldn't have
probably not doing
changed.
super well.
Beau is Afraid.
I'm sure those VOD sales, they knock it up.
Yeah. Well,
All that merch,
I
buy that.
already will be
It's
just
at
fine.
9.4 mil.
Merch.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Did that movie even get a wide release?
It was at our theater for like
Shouldn't
probably
have.
maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I think it was at my big theater, like in the next city over, for longer than that, but still,
It's
was
still in theaters in Edmonton.
Oh,
Oh
really?
shit!
You can go.
Damn.
Yeah, you go see it at.
Yeah, let's go watch
Damn.
it. Let's all go to Edmonton.
Metro's different though.
I'd actually be down
Yeah.
to watch it again. I kind of want to.
I need to hit the Metro theater.
Yes. Yeah.
See my boy Gabe. Gabe works there, right?
Yeah. Gabe works there.
Nice.
Now you two are homies after working on the
We're
48
the
hour.
best homies. We're
Yeah.
locked in. Very locked in.
Actually, another point of disrespect from A24, just how disrespectful they are to their international audiences.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
They hold these like screening events, these live screening events. You can buy a ticket for like, I don't know, like $5 or something. You get to see 2 like new movies online.
hmm
Okay.
And I think you
But
get
it's-
like 24 or 48 hours to watch them or something, like,
Yeah.
but they're only available in the US.
Yeah. I think that's probably like a rights thing too. Like you can only,
Maybe, but
because
Yeah,
especially in
on
Canada,
their-
right? Like the rights to movies are all locked up with our like internet providers and stuff. So it makes
on
it
their
tricky.
on their Instagram they had what I assume was a link to Beau's Afraid, but they were like, watch Beau's Afraid now, like stream it now. And I was like, oh shit. So I clicked on the link, and then it brought me to like Beef Extended Soundtrack on Spotify.
Oh, dude, Beef's extended. Beef soundtrack is so good, man. There's a one
Good
track
soundtrack?
on that show called Cho Bros. That's just so good, dude. So good.
Cho
Just saying.
Bros.
Big fan. You guys
I still have
watch
to
Beef
watch
yet?
Beef. No,
No, Beef's great, man.
Still
Yeah.
haven't watched Beef. A24.
it's hard to watch TV shows, man.
I watched
TV
it
shows
all
are
in
so
one
long.
night. So just
I
find
was-
a night where you have like a good 8 hours and just rip through it.
Don't have nights like that anymore.
I got my hopes up the
Damn.
other day because I was checking the A24 shop, and I saw like the yearly membership, and I was like, oh my god, Sam was saying it was like $100 or something, and it says it's only like 50. Like, that's really good. And then I saw that it
Damn.
was US and international.
Oh,
The international one is 100.
that's how they get you.
Yeah, that's how they get
Big
you.
time.
They hate Canadians. A24
Yeah,
hates
they do.
Canadians.
It's kind of Canadian oppression.
It is.
Damn.
I think Canadians are probably the most oppressed group of people there are right
dude.
now.
Without a
No,
doubt.
they gotta be. We get
They gotta
no
be.
concerts. We get no.
Oh, speaking of concerts,
Speaking of concerts, I went to my first live musical show the other day.
who did you see?
The Dirty Nil. Long live the Nil.
Long live the nil.
We need to get him on the
Nine.
pod, bro.
Yeah.
At Beau's.
Nil.
Speaking of
At
Beau's
Bose.
Afraid, at
We
Beau's.
need to get him on for Spinal Tap round 2. That'd be
Once
so
we-
great.
Once we go around, once we're back
Yeah.
around.
How great would that be? A rock band for Spinal Tap? Because I've read so much about how like rock bands have responded to Spinal Tap and how like accurate they said it is. So like, that'd be great.
That would
But
be great.
it's a great show. Dirty Nil's like some of the best. And man,
No,
Was
yes.
there a pit?
there was a pit, and I was getting
yeah.
moshed. I was at
Hell
like
yeah.
the very front of the stage,
Awesome.
just cheering at Luke's feet. And let me tell you, there's no like sluttier feeling on earth, I think, than just worshipping at a man's feet as he's shredding guitar. I don't know.
I
It
agree.
just felt degrading, but it also felt like, damn, this is the sickest thing I've ever experienced.
I love the mosh pit energy. Doesn't even really matter what show. Just like,
Yeah, I moshed a bit, but I got moshed from behind quite hard a few times,
oh,
just fucking slammed. And I was like literally at the stage, it
yeah.
was at my waist, so I got slammed.
Oh, right
I
into
knocked
the.
over all these drinks that were on stage,
Oh
and
no.
the main guitarist like a meter away from me, and I spilled all these drinks all over the place. I'm like, I'm for sure gonna get kicked out, but no, we're all
No,
Gucci.
no. They understand.
But
You
yeah,
didn't try and
mosh is
crowd
fun though.
surf?
No, man,
That's too
I
bad.
should have.
You should have
There's this
next
one
time.
sick part where they left right, it was over, and then everyone started chanting one more song. I don't know if that happens often, but damn,
That
that
happens at every show ever.
it
Yeah.
was so exhilarating. I loved it.
Yeah. The encore,
Well,
baby.
oh, and I had like a personal interaction with Luke, the main guitarist, when he was setting up. I went up there. This is probably really cringy, but I thought it was really funny. I went up there and I took a screenshot of a live stream he did forever ago of where I said like what's popping. I commented that. I went up, I showed him the screenshot. I'm like, "What's up, dude? What's popping?" And he giggled a bit, so I think he liked it. So
I think
we're
he liked
locked
it.
in.
Yeah.
I think he's coming on.
He's coming on the pod.
Yeah, he might have.
He's. Oh, I see. He's in the waiting room.
Oh,
That's sick.
bring him
Oh,
in.
bring him in. Oh shit! Craig kicked him out.
Ah,
Sorry about
fucking
that, the dirty nil.
Craig.
We'll get you next time.
Next time.
Yes, Craig
Long
hates
live the
you.
nil.
Long live the nil.
You
Death the
like the
video
nil,
drum.
Samuel. You love
I do
the
like the
nil.
nil. I drove to Okotoks to go to the film competition thing, and on the way back, we listened to a lot of Dirty Nil.
What do you think?
Yeah, I like them. I was gonna go to the show in Edmonton, but I
Damn,
ended up
should
making
have.
other plans. Yeah, my friend was opening for them, so that would have been really cool.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I should have gone.
Damn.
Your
Yeah.
Damn. Were they
Shout
like
out.
travel or
Elia.
just like an Edmonton
No, it was
thing?
just for the Edmonton show.
Ah.
Shout out Dylan
What
Ella.
albums did you listen to?
I have no idea. I was the driver, so my friend Gabe
Yeah.
was picking all the music.
Oh, Gabe knows what's
I
up.
can't believe we
How-
have one of the top Critterpit fans in here, who's also the #1 Dirty Nil hater, Craig.
Whoa.
Craig
Oh,
is
I
yeah.
thought you were gonna say you, Graham.
No.
No,
Gotta
Craig.
kick you.
Craig's been on all of our online episodes. He's normally a silent
Craig's,
partner, but
yeah,
he just
he's
hates
the
the dirty
silent
nail.
partner. Damn.
He's been
Right.
funding this whole operation.
Yeah, he's our Saudi benefactor.
Yep.
A24 Shop is convincing me to get 9 4K Ultra HD Midsommar Director's Cut Collector's Editions.
9 of them?
They have an
You might have
option to
to.
go 1 to 9.
Gotta get them
That's
all.
a lot. Yeah, go for
Yeah,
it. Those are
9 of
collector's
them, yeah.
editions. That's going to be worth a lot of money.
I could probably have one of those.
Yeah, I mean, I'd
Sick.
take one.
I mean, Jake
No, they're all
probably.
for me.
Nick would want one.
Nick would not want one.
Nick loves Midsummer.
How was
Midsommar
the
or
festival
Light.
though, Samuel? Okotoks Film Competition.
It was a lot of fun. Okotoks is a strange little city.
Cole's
and-
girlfriend's from there. Fun
Shout out.
fact.
Is she a big
Shout
fan
out.
of the Okotok Dogs? That's what their sports team is.
I'll pass the message along.
They have signs everywhere for Seaman Stadium, home of the dogs. It's
Hell yeah.
like the only thing in
Hell
Okotoks.
Seaman Stadium, home of
Yeah.
the dogs. That
Yeah.
should be like the Critterpit like catchphrase.
That's where we'll
Seaman.
do our live shows. The Seaman
that'd be
Stadium,
sick.
home of the
Home of the
Critterpit.
dogs. Home of the
Home of the
critters.
dogs. But
yeah.
there was like a whole bunch of awards that were given out. We did not win any. I think we should have won best use of prop, but that's okay.
You
And the
should've
one
just
that
won
won the like
best
jury award was
overall.
racist. So, you know.
Oh,
Damn.
Yeah.
okay. Well, that makes sense. It's Okotok.
Graham said we
I
were
know.
gonna win.
There was one that
sure.
was like for sure better than ours, and then there was several that were like the same level. Ours was like incomprehensible, like because
Yeah.
the plot made no sense.
It's a great plot. We just didn't explain it well enough.
We just did not explain it at all.
that was
I
a
think we
great
just got
plot,
too
though.
lost in the sauce when we were
It
writing.
was such a fun plot though.
Yeah.
I mean,
but you know,
the one-
the
one
five
of
of
them-
us that wrote it will understand.
Yes. Yep. Forever be ours.
Yeah.
That one that I saw, like that one that I was complaining about. I don't know if I said it on the pod, but it was the one that I said like I was working on The Crow and I was feeling bad about it, and then I saw
Yeah.
that, and that one I watched just a little bit again because I think I was rewatching the pods, and like it starts off, they didn't wait like a split second before saying their line. They just like started talking as soon as they hit record, so it like starts in the middle of his of what he's saying.
That's great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the jury was thinking. There was one that was like 12 Angry Men, kind of, and it was shot so
Okay.
well. It looked so great, but it was about
Yeah.
like these alpha males, but their group chat got leaked. And which is
Oh.
like, a silly premise, but it was just
Yeah, it's
handled
fun.
so well. And it
Yeah.
was really, really good. They had a crew of like 100 people. Like I don't know how they did it.
What?
But it was awesome. They had a
So yeah,
drone.
we didn't stand a chance.
We did not, but they didn't win anything either. Like that's the crazy
What?
thing.
Fucking jury, man.
The jury just was like they
Okotoks is
sucked.
rigged.
It was rigged. So it made
So
us feel a little bit better that it was like clearly a rigged jury.
That's it.
here's the real
We're doing Red
question,
Deer Film
Sam.
Festival, and we're rigging it ourselves.
There
Yeah.
is a Red Deer Film Festival. I
Damn it.
fucking applied to volunteer there to work there, and they never got back to me.
When is it?
Last year was in like October sometime, so I'm gonna try to
Yeah, I'll play
volunteer
You're
again.
gonna
there
say
again.
that they like blacklisted you from it when you applied.
I hope not.
They said no
Critterpit's going to
Critterpit
war.
entries.
Critterpit's going to war. Yeah. Are we getting on Letterbox though, Sam? You promised me we're getting on Letterbox.
I haven't looked into it. I will try. I misspelled your name in the credits, Ethan.
Fuck.
So I may have
Wait,
fucked
how do
you.
you spell it? How do you spell it?
I'll double check, but I did it pretty badly.
Lequuyere.
I think I have like an extra E or I'm missing an E.
Ah,
Let me look.
fuck, Samuel.
I know.
You know it's one of my life goals to get a Letterbox profile.
I know. And I may have messed it up for you. Let's see. Okay, I
I'll never
spelt it
forgive you.
Lequuyere. Is that
Oh,
right?
Jesus, no.
What's
Did you at
right?
least capitalize the Q?
It's all caps.
Okay. It's Lequuyere.
Oh, okay, so I just mixed up the Y and the E.
Yeah, so close.
Yeah, so close. Man, so close.
And
You
you were
could have been.
misspelling Keegan's name the other day. Damn, dude.
Yeah.
You're like
Well, I asked you how
dyslexic
to
or
spell
something.
it. You waited too
I did.
long.
That was my bad. So I think that's all the top of the show for me, unless you guys have top of the
Yeah, I
shows.
mean, Okotoks was probably the biggest thing for me.
You still got to show me the what you made. I got to see that.
Oh yeah, I'll put it on YouTube and
Okay.
make
Yeah.
it easier to watch. It just didn't want to
Um,
go in the timeline for last episode for editing. I don't know why.
We're doing what is it? Dune Hour.
Oh,
Dune Hour?
That it turns out Dune was the film you guys were mad at me for not having seen.
yes.
Dune
Did you watch
1984?
Dune?
No.
Oh,
No, but
Okay.
now I want to. I watched your episode where you talked for like a good, like at least 30 minutes about Dune, and I was like, maybe I should watch it now.
Dune's great. Griffin watched Dune.
Actually, you made me want to
recently,
read
so
Dune.
oh, I cannot recommend anything more.
Great
Graham.
read. It is a long book.
Leading up to Dune Part 2, we're gonna do some dedicated Dune pods for sure.
Yeah.
I think we should do an episode on like the first Dune film. I think that would hit.
That'd be great. Do you think we'll hit a Lynch movie by then? No, we won't.
No.
Not
So we
even
could do the
close.
84 film.
Yeah.
We could also do the Dune miniseries, which I have. There's
The
it's
Witches
crazy,
one?
man. The miniseries, no. This was like on the Sci-Fi Channel like a couple decades ago, but they covered the first Dune, Dune Messiah, and Children of Dune, dude.
What a
For
weird
this
choice for them
miniseries.
to start with. But I mean, sure. That's crazy.
So, and guess who plays young Leto in
I know. It's
Children of
James
Dune?
McAvoy.
James McAvoy. So we
Yeah.
should cover all the Dune media leading up to
Yeah.
Dune Part 2. Just get the Dune board.
Hit the
hype
Dune.
train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the Critterpit Nation hyped for Dune Part 2.
And what
It'd be
could
fun
we
to do an
do?
episode on 84.
Critter.
I gotta stop myself from going on the A24 merch shop because I'm
Critter
thinking
library.
they got the
Critter.
bear from
The
Midsommar.
Critter book.
Critter archives.
Yeah.
Critter,
Tales from the Critter Pit.
Crit Archive.
Crit archive. I like that.
Yeah.
Trying to think of a Dune book Critter Pit spinoff we could do. Speaking of books, Rip
Children of the
Cormac
Critter Pit.
McCarthy, man.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Damn. I was like just talking to him. My brother was reading through the
You were
road.
just talking to Cormac McCarthy
Yeah, and he just fucking passed away.
on the phone.
Fucking rip though.
Rip.
I'm not chill. I've only read No Country for Old Men, and I quite liked it. It was written weird, but I liked
Yeah,
it.
he doesn't use punctuation, right? That's kind of his thing.
Sorta. It's just a very point blank writing style, but I bought the Border trilogy on Amazon, so I'll be reading through those in honor of Mr. McCarthy. R.I.P.
Yeah, rest in peace. I should read books.
Yes. I've been thinking, and books are just such a great way to become more like eloquent, I think.
You
Just straight up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read like a bunch of psychology books and they slightly improved my vocabulary, but
There you
greatly
go.
improved my psychology knowledge.
There you go.
Nice.
Shout out books, everybody. It's not
Shout out
just
books.
it's not just
It's
movies.
not just movies. It's mostly movies.
I'd say books are art.
Okay, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, movies or books?
Which do I prefer?
Yeah.
I'm sure if I went
Books.
back, I'd probably prefer the movies.
I grew up on those books, man. I love the
also
movies,
grew
but
up on
both.
books.
I love those movies. Those are really instrumental to me, but it's all about the books. Love
Yeah.
them.
I rewatched the
I was
second
a
one
hater
recently. It
of
was
the
pretty good.
movies. Like, if I
You
went
hate the
back, I would
movies?
probably enjoy the movies. But
love those
I was a
movies.
hater when they came out.
Great casting.
Whoa.
The third one, I think we can all agree is
Which
not,
one? Is
not
the
very
third
Dog
one?
Days?
Dog
Is
Days.
that the Not My Roderick one?
No, that's the first one.
No.
Oh no, sorry, that's the fourth one.
Yeah, that's the fourth one.
Dude, I remember.
No, the
That was big.
third
That
one.
drama. That was
'cause
very big drama.
My biggest issue with the third one is that the actor for Greg in it, they were like, shit,
He's too old.
he's like 17 years old or something like that. He's a
He's a
hunk.
man.
We got to have him shirtless and showing off his six pack the whole movie. And it's literally called Diary of a Wimpy Kid. And he's got a
Not
six pack.
Diary of a Strong
Get
Kid.
this out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've only seen I think the Dog Days one once. I remember thinking I'm probably too old for this.
I think I saw them all once.
Did they make an animated one?
Yep.
They did.
For Disney Plus.
Yeah.
What?
I haven't seen that. I don't think I will.
Interesting.
Hashtag not my Roderick.
Charlie's Head puzzle. Need the A24 Charlie's Head mini puzzle.
Interesting. God, Not My Roderick. That was a crazy time.
Wait, Charlie is in like the whale?
No, Charlie is in Hereditary.
Oh, okay.
They got like
His
these
name is
little...
Charlie in that movie, right?
It is.
Oh,
Yeah.
huh. They got
Okay.
puzzles from a bunch of like different movies. These just little these puzzles in little metal tins, and they're just like different props or significant things from movies. And one of them is Charlie's head from Hereditary.
Yeah.
I wish it was Charlie's head from the whale. It would have been too big
Ooh.
probably to fit in the puzzle box.
Yeah. It'd be like that one poster where his head is just like
Just a
stretched
hole.
out. Just
Yeah.
like a Cronenberg body horror image, pretty much.
Damn.
Oh yeah. I think Keegan's coming with me to Theo Vaughn, Sam. So
Okay, cool.
Wait,
I was thinking maybe we could
is Theo
drop
Vaughn
by.
the comedian?
He is. We're seeing him in Edmonton.
Okay.
And when are you seeing him? You don't have to say, I guess. You want to dox yourself.
July. Sometime in July. Like halfway through July, like
Damn.
14th.
Okay.
But yeah, if you're available in town, we should hit a Critterpit maybe.
Definitely.
sick.
Or we should at least hang out. for
Live.
sure.
Yeah, because Keegan has a surprise, a Critterpit
He has
related
a
surprise. Because I was telling Graham a little bit about this, but like Keegan has really solidified himself as the #1 fan. You'll see why.
I'm very excited. Yeah, July 14th is
Yeah.
when he's coming. So yeah, I'll be around.
Wait, when am I gonna see why?
It'll be revealed on that episode. And this leads into my another announcement. We have an Instagram account.
We do.
Critterpit has gone on the Insta.
Critterpit at Critterpit.
Yeah, well,
We
hey,
got.
I'm the first follower of the Instagram.
I know
so-
you called me immediately once you saw that. It's
Yeah.
very funny. It's blowing up though, man. Like it's blowing up. It's crazy, man.
How many
I've
followers
got
now?
like
11,
too many.
including the great David.
David, man, just the best, dude. And also like old friends I haven't talked to a ton.
Just started following it.
I don't think David
Yeah,
followed
and
me back on
On
Letterboxd.
Letterboxd?
So I am a little bit
Well,
hurt.
he hates you.
oof.
If you
We'll-
tag
we'll-
your
we'll ask
movies with the
about it.
Critterpit tag, I think he would follow you.
Okay.
We'll.
I
But yeah,
followed him.
my old friend Connor on Critterpit wants us to do the Holy Mountain for a Criterion episode. So that would be fun.
Yeah, okay. That would be.
Maybe
we have to have
get him
Elia
on
on
that.
that one because
Oh yeah, dude, we do.
Elia loves the Holy Mountain.
He does. Wonder how Eli's doing.
Yeah, me too. You got a haircut.
He did. Looks pretty good.
Yep. Well, should we get into the Samurai trilogy?
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
You don't want to talk about Elia anymore?
No, we gotta
Yeah,
talk
let's
about
get over it.
8th grade, written and directed by Bo Burnham.
Oh, Burnham.
I like that one quite
Did
a
you
bit.
I
see
like that one as
that?
well.
I thought it was. Yeah, I did a long time ago.
That
Like,
was
That movie,
when I was
I
in
felt
10th
it was
grade.
going to be very cringy and very hard to watch. But then
It's a little cringy.
it is cringy, but it's not like
It's
not like terrible
cringy.
things happen to her. You know,
Yeah,
I
it was
thought it would
like-
be way worse.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I
that
thought it
movie
was great,
felt to me like a non-horror, like probably one of the scariest non-horror
Yeah.
movies
Yeah.
I know the
I've
one
ever
you're talking
watched.
about.
But there's
Oof.
like no like I don't spoilers I guess, but there's
It doesn't
no
go down.
scares really. It like but you're on the edge of your seat through the whole thing. Like
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's great.
as someone who grew up very anxious and self-esteem, I thought it felt very empathetic and nailed the that experience quite well.
Yeah.
So
the
shut up,
one
Burnham.
thing I think is crazy is how did Bo Burnham know what it's like to have no subscribers? Like he was famous from the start,
Really?
but he got that perfectly.
Not from the
He was-
very start though.
yeah,
I'm sure.
he
I'm sure
he was
would've
grinding.
the grind.
He blew up pretty.
Are
early
you
on,
jealous
I
of his
suppose.
success, Graham?
I'm not jealous. I think he's pretty deserving of it. He's a creative guy, but
He is. I like
I'm
I mean,
just
he's
curious.
not
How
quite
did he
Critterpit
know
level, but
what
he's
it's
okay.
like to have no subscribers?
He's
Yeah.
he's an empath. Like
Dude, get on our level. We have 13 subscribers.
I know. No. I
Dude.
think we're actually blowing up quite a bit because I subscribed on all my alt accounts.
Damn.
Let's look at our analytics.
Let's see.
We are +1 subscriber. We're at 14 subscribers.
14,
Steve
baby.
live counts.
Ooh.
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 Blowing up.
We are blowing
have-
up.
8.9 watch hours in the last whatever week.
Ooh.
No more distractions. We can get into Sam right now, unless you want me to talk
Okay.
about the Trump
I
picture.
mean, good. But let's get into Samurai.
City news. Okay, okay, let's get into Samurai.
Samurai.
Dibs on introducing the first film.
Okay, I cannot introduce the second film. I truly don't remember.
Me
it
neither.
at all.
Me neither. That's the
Can
one
can
I don't
I
remember.
give the synopsis of like all three movies?
Yeah.
Yes. But I'll
So-
introduce the first one.
So as you guys know, I know
Speak
Japanese very well.
You're born 5 minutes from Japan.
Yeah.
Very fluent
Mhm.
in French, English, Japanese. So I decided, you know what, I can understand the movie. I'm gonna watch it with no
Mhm.
subtitles. And it was a bit of a
Oh.
journey to find this movie because I don't think it's on any like pirating sites.
It was.
It was.
This movie is a lot smaller than I thought it was. It's not super popular.
Yeah, I couldn't find it like anywhere, so I had to get the iTunes Criterion. Like it's the Criterion version of the film, but it's on iTunes.
Okay.
Bought the trilogy. Cost me like $30, but whatever.
No.
You just got a Criterion Channel subscription.
No. I want another
It's like $10.
I
like to
really want to
own
get
my
a subscription
movies.
to the channel, but I can't justify it.
Anyway,
should.
probably most regretted film purchase of my entire life.
Really?
Yeah, I did not like these movies.
Mine was Transformers: Rise of the Beast.
With
I
Matt,
will
though?
say there was some good scenes in these movies, but overall, my opinion of them is pretty low. But yeah,
I
I
like
the
some of them.
iTunes version does not have the option to turn off subtitles, so
It's
I had
weird.
to. Yeah, they're baked in, I guess. So I just had to take. I have like a
Yeah.
bag I had gummy
The,
worms in. I just blocked the bottom of the screen so I
Okay.
couldn't see the subtitles.
Do you think maybe not having, not that you don't understand, but I would say maybe most of the dialogue hard to understand? Did that maybe influence your perception of these
Yeah.
films?
A little bit.
Perhaps a little.
How much were you understanding in these movies, Graham?
100%.
Tell me the plot of the first film.
Okay. So in the first film, I'm gonna be honest, I was playing Dead by Daylight for the first like 15 minutes of it, so I missed like
You missed all the exposition,
the fight, yeah.
the war.
I did like scroll over it, so I saw that there was a fight, but I didn't see the details of it. But I'm guessing that's why our main guy, what's his name?
Takazo at this point.
Takazo. At
Is
that
that his
point,
name? What's the title of the first movie?
Musashi Miyamoto.
That's not his
That's
name?
That's who he becomes.
that's who he becomes.
Oh, okay.
He's like a legend in
Yeah.
Japanese mythology.
Yeah, I didn't get that. I mean, I looked up the name and I just kept getting like Japanese history about this guy, and I was like, I'm looking for the movie. But yeah, so he is running and he ends up at this house and they let him sleep in their little shed, and he sees they
This
have a
is like
young
halfway
girl.
through the movie.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, this was like first like 20
This is
minutes
like
of the
30
movie.
minutes in.
Yeah.
This is not 30.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
not halfway through. This movie was so long.
You missed a lot of important exposition.
It's 90
No,
minutes.
hey, I had the better understanding. I watched it in Japanese.
Yeah.
True
So,
way.
No subtitles.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
you get
he's
the
in,
full understanding. We get the weird translated version.
Yeah, you get the weird,
Yeah.
all the errors in it. Anyway, so there's the daughter of this family, and he tries to kiss her, and she's like, no. And then he's upset.
Classic. This
and
guy.
then he gets
Classic.
out of there.
Does that a lot.
He leaves, and he's kind of a Chad. Like, he's a great fighter. He defends them from some bandits, I guess.
He's a great fighter, but undisciplined.
Yep.
He's an
He's
animal.
a great he's strong, but he is not just.
And also a little misogynistic to begin with.
I don't know. He
Yeah,
saved
a little
these bandits
rapey.
were gonna attack
A little
them,
rapey.
but
But
anyway,
he has a friend.
Then they split up. The family splits up from him. And
We should wait. Before we get too far, we should explain that he does have a friend at the beginning.
Yeah, he has a friend.
Because that is a very important piece of the
Okay.
first movie, at least.
Yeah.
He has a friend. Okay.
He has a friend who's engaged. His friend is engaged to
To,
Otsu at the beginning, right?
Otsu back at the village.
Yeah.
Otsu, whose
Okay.
mother's
But
Osugi, if I remember
they both-
correctly.
Yeah.
Wait, is his
Tetsuko and his
friend
friend
the-
both decide to go
Go
war,
off to fight in the war. The big East versus West war, I think it was.
and they immediately lose.
Oh, dude, that scene's so sick, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
so
sick.
this family, you've got the Chad, forget his name, main guy. Takazo. You got Chad Takazo Samurai
And then
versus
Mutahachi.
Virgin other
Virgin
samurai. Can't even
Yeah.
can't even defend these women from like 3 measly bandits.
Man, he's gentle. Gentle
Yep.
guy.
Sucks. Get him
He
out of
sucks.
here.
Yeah.
Anyway, it goes through. They do some stuff. I don't really remember. It's been like a week since I watched it.
Yeah.
So I don't remember. Oh, he got like put up in a tree at one point.
Yeah.
He came to some
Yeah.
village and they were like,
Because
He got tricked by a priest.
Yeah.
Yeah. which I love. I love that whole plot.
That's what
Me
I was
too.
gonna say. It was a priest that tricked him, and
Taquan or something is his name.
Yeah.
yeah, they put him up in the tree, and then his like love interest comes by and is like, "Oh, please get him down," and everyone's just like,
First love
"No."
interest.
Of many.
First, he's
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Well,
He's a
that's in the.
player.
You gotta wait till the second one to get into that.
I think
Yeah.
is there not the other
No.
one's not introduced in this movie?
No, it was second
No.
movie for sure.
Okay.
No, she's in this one, but she's not.
She's just in Kyoto. She hasn't.
Akimi, right? Isn't she with the family?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she eventually is like, "I'm gonna get you down from the tree because no one's helping him." So she burns her hands, lowering him down. Kind of bad form, if you ask me. She could have like very easily got him down slowly, but instead just like purposely burned her hands on the rope.
Well, I mean, I don't think she's that strong. Like,
No.
Oh, come on,
He's
like
like
use your feet,
200
lean
pounds.
against it or something. But she was just laying on the ground and then kept like,
she had
That's
to be
true.
covert. Yeah. She
She
did
did.
not use the best strategy, but she wasn't thinking. It was like
yeah.
heat of the moment
She
kind
was.
of thing.
Yeah. She's a pure
Um,
soul who didn't want to see her boy suffering.
So she gets him down. They're happy. They run away together, and then doesn't he fight people like right after that or no?
Yep.
Yep.
He does? Okay, yeah.
Bit of a
They
fight.
He wins the fight. She gets captured or something.
Yeah. She
Yeah.
does
Doesn't
get
she just go
captured there.
back to the nunnery or whatever?
When they come after them, she gets captured, I think, but he escapes.
But he escapes, yeah. He
Otsu
wins
has a
the fight.
rough time in these movies.
I know. All
Felt
the
very bad
women,
for her.
all the women in his
Yeah.
life get very poorly treated,
Yeah.
which is something I really liked about this first movie particularly, because it was less about like samurai action and more about like the
Mhm.
consequences of undisciplined like macho men who just go around and want to fight. Like
So
it
Yeah.
focused on
is she not
destruction in
allowed
the
to be
wake.
with the main guy? Like, is that forbidden or something?
Well, when he
She's
becomes a
engaged to
samurai,
his friend. And also she's engaged to his friend, right? Like
Oh, okay.
yeah, but Matahachi, the friend, betrays her and goes for
Yeah.
Akimi, right?
Yeah.
So he's not even that nice of a guy.
No, he sucks.
He
Okay.
sucks.
Everybody
Anyway.
kind of in this movie sucks.
Ending of the first movie,
Except for the
she's, like,
priest. I like the
super
priest.
sad. She wants to see him again, and then he shows up and he's like, "I'm
Sorry,
here."
I have to leave.
Yeah, and then he leaves
That
again. He
scene is
disappears.
so
Yeah.
beautiful.
That was beautiful.
That was a beautiful scene. I was paying the most
I
attention to that scene.
I think you got it pretty good for the
Yeah.
most part.
Okay.
And then the second movie is
Second
just that
one?
again.
Double the
Here-
samurai.
Here, let's
Yeah.
focus on the first film
Two and a
before
half
we.
samurai because we introduced the kid samurai into it.
I think
Yeah.
we should discuss the first film before we move on.
Okay.
I'll get to Lost in the Sauce because I have very little to say about the next one.
Yeah, me too. I have a lot to say about number 3.
Yes, I really liked the first one. Not crazy amount. It's like a 7 out of 10 to me, but I think it's shot
Yeah,
so
me too.
beautifully. Like the locations are so lovely. All those
Yeah.
like
Oh.
rolling fields with the mountains in the background.
Wait,
It's just
this
gorgeous, man.
it made me want to say, are these movies Dogma? Would they count?
No, definitely not.
Definitely not. They're period. They're not set in the
Oh,
same
Period.
if they're period.
The
Okay.
director is credited.
Yeah.
They definitely don't find all those props just where they're shooting.
Well, I mean,
for sure, there's lighting setup.
If period pieces were allowed in Dogma, then the
Yeah, but that's one of the
you
core
would have
elements
found
of
those things
Dogma.
there.
But also, they for sure are bringing props to all these locations. There's for sure
Yeah.
lighting setups in those scenes.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, you
Especially-
are allowed props in Dogma. They just have to be props that would be found in that location.
Yeah, you
that
literally
are
have
in
to
the
find
location.
it there,
You have to
right?
find them. Yeah.
You do literally
can't
have to
bring
find
any.
it. My
Yeah,
impression
you
was
can't
that
bring it.
if it's something
And
that
there's-
could be found there, you could bring it.
And
Well,
there's no lighting setups allowed, right?
Yeah. You can't.
So-
You can only use natural lighting.
And
Like,
there's
it
for
has-
sure lighting setups in these movies because the lighting is very nice. I thought in these movies.
especially by number 3, I thought.
Oh yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
wait, that makes Blair Witch Dogma, doesn't it?
No.
Well, no, they found the I mean, if they just happened to actually find all those things, I guess it would be dogma. But
Yeah, they actually were finding
if
witches
it was
out there.
yeah,
Those witch
No, not the new Blair Witch, like
totems.
the original Blair Witch project. I mean, those totems. Come on, they've made it of sticks. You got
I
sticks
guess
everywhere.
I guess I don't know if you can make
maybe.
something like
But
that.
like
I don't
Hair
know if that
and
counts.
teeth. You can find hair and teeth in the woods. I guarantee.
For when we get Lars on the episode, we'll ask him if it counts.
we'll go through the whole Critterpit backlog and ask, is this
dogma? Is this
is
dogma?
this dogma?
No,
Um,
no movies are dogma. It's like
Yeah,
impossible to
and
make a dogma movie.
Blair Witch has its directors credited, so it's not
Damn.
dogma.
Yeah.
Dogma is like the most limited thing ever. It's just
Yeah.
We should make it. We should make a dogma film.
we should,
We should,
but I want
we
to credit
can't tell
myself
anybody.
because I'm egotistical.
Yeah, I want to
Dogma.
get that letterboxed credit.
Pink, entirely shot dogma.
Okay.
No, Pink is a period piece.
Yeah. But I really like this first movie. I think it's so interesting to do a samurai movie where the whole act of it is like becoming a samurai and kind of like against the guy's will, and it's
Mhm.
framed in like his only way to salvation, right? His only way to redemption is through this way, and through doing that he has to throw away the love of his life essentially. I
Yep.
thought that was really compelling.
Very,
The way
it felt
that
very Star Warsy, like in a way. You know,
yeah,
there was
really like samurai films are like the blueprint, so that
Yep.
does make sense. That
Yeah,
sunset coming
the
down,
first one was one of the
beautiful
better
shot.
ones.
Like
What a-
he like scratches and forgive me on the bridge. It's
yeah, that was cute.
so beautiful.
How old
So
do you think
beautiful.
they were supposed to be in this one? Because I was getting like at the beginning,
think
like
they're
Wait,
pretty
wait,
young.
wait. I know this. This is one of the only true things I understood. She said she
Oh,
was 16.
that makes sense to me. Because he doesn't
Yeah.
look 16, but
I think he's supposed to be pretty young because I was
Yeah.
researching the real life Miyamoto Musashi, and it says he left for war like pretty young.
yeah,
There's a scene where she's like she says she's 16, and then she's going on about how great it is to be like 16, and that's like the biggest thing I understood from the first one.
Oh, we haven't even mentioned, bro. It's Toshiro Mifune, dude, the goat. He's
yes,
like the
yeah,
best.
he's incredible.
He's like essentially his character from Seven Samurai at the start of this movie.
Well, at the
you know?
start, yeah, not at
Yeah.
the end.
He's like an undisciplined samurai who just wants to fight, just wants to prove himself, right?
Yeah,
Kind of a
just wants to
Chad, if
prove
you
it.
ask me, but
He's an animal, and Toshiro nails that so much. Though
He's
the
he's
way
less
he
of an
acts,
animal than he is in Seven Samurai, though. He like in Seven Samurai, he is like crawling.
I
Like
don't know, man. He's like running around. He's on the run, man. Like when
he's
he
a good
fucking
fighter in them.
like when he's on the run in the town and he comes across that dude just carrying wood, like this peasant, and he just fucking starts attacking him.
yeah,
And then he sees all the like mob coming for him, and he's like, "I'll get you later," and then runs away. It's so funny, but he's animal in this one, man. The
yeah.
start.
No,
Wait,
yeah, he
which
is.
one is it where someone like there's a guy that looks like him and someone kills him and then another guy goes to help and he's dying?
That's the next one.
That's the second one. Okay.
But like I love that whole plot of him like being
Oh,
forged into the samurai by the priest, like against his will, pretty much. Like him
Yeah,
up in the tree,
priest
you know.
being like, this is the way it has to be done. Like it's like
I
just
loved
let
it,
me
man.
do it
It
this
felt
way.
so tragic, but
It did.
felt very
The priest
powerful.
was so tricky.
I know he was so much fun, man. All his little
Yeah.
tricks,
what was that
all the
movie?
little like
Was it
traps
hard?
he set for him.
Yeah,
Was it Hard Boiled where Jake was saying he couldn't make out which character was which?
Yeah, because he's racist.
yeah,
Okay. I was telling Ethan on that call with Jake and Ethan, I had a bit of a problem of that in this movie. I could
Oh,
really.
I could very distinctly make out their faces and their hair because like what was it the main character
That was very different
obviously
hair.
he was like
very
one of
different.
the only ones with shaggy hair. I think there was like one other
Yeah.
character with shaggy hair like him.
I wonder if that's like in his contract because like in a lot of these kind of period movies, there's all that like monk kind of look, but he never has it. Like he never goes for the
Yeah,
super bald look.
strange.
Yeah, that'd be interesting because
But
I'm under the impression that like bald look is like some sort of honorable look.
Yeah,
I did have an issue making out who characters were because if they were like far away from the camera and turned away, because they're all wearing like the exact same clothes.
Hmm.
So I was like, who the hell is this? And they would turn around and I'd be like, okay, this is who it is.
I will say I got a little lost in the second one, but that's more my fault.
The
than
second one,
movie's
I
fault.
just basically like skimmed
Yeah,
through.
no,
I was
no
like,
one
this
watched
probably
the
doesn't
second
matter.
one probably.
I checked out so hard. I fell
There
asleep.
was,
Yeah.
I mean,
Not
I
gonna
think the
lie.
second one was just kind of like, come on. In the second one, we get introduced to Samurai number 2, the rival, aka
The first
what's his
rival.
name?
I still have more to say about the first one.
Okay.
Wait a second.
Continue.
Friggin', he's yelling into waterfalls. I love that. He's crazy. He's all over the place, and I loved the fights in this. And there's not a ton of fights in this, but like the bathhouse fight when he gets set up by the mom, Osugi, I think her name is. That's a
Yeah.
great fight.
What?
I hated the mom or whatever, where she was like, she totally set him
Yeah.
up.
What the hell?
He did.
She got him good.
There's an animated Spy Kids movie. Or show, I don't know. But
Throw it
Yeah.
on the collection.
Yeah.
But
Let's
I
get
just
this
found
bike.
this movie so lovely. And did you guys kind of get the feeling this was a TV movie? For some reason, this felt like a TV movie to
it did
me.
I
feel
think
like a TV
when
movie.
when you go into Japanese movies and you've seen a lot of like Ozu
Yeah.
and like Kurosawa, where it's like the most insane, like the best movies ever made,
Mhm.
it's kind of hard to like take a step down. I think
Yeah, because this is based on real life as well, so the story's of
Yeah.
course not going to be as like fantastical. Like
Well, if
I was
it's a step
researching, man.
down, then why is it on the Criterion? Huh?
I think it belongs on the
Riddle
collection.
Yeah,
me
I think
that.
it was good.
No.
And I liked this first one. What else is there to say? Lovely sets, lovely terrain, and the ending's beautiful.
Lovely cast.
And 7 out of 10. Love Toshiro every time. Toshiro's
Yep.
the best. Yeah, he elevates everything he's in.
He does. Even the really shitty racist things.
Yeah.
I think I already talked about the
Yeah. What
time he
was that
played
one
an
called
Inuit.
again?
Shadow of the Wolf, where he plays an
Hell yeah.
Inuit elder.
He
It's like,
probably
oh
makes
my
that
God.
film like baller.
He's the best part of it, but it's a bad film.
Yeah. So yeah, I like this one. Good.
Good. Would you buy it?
Um,
Number one?
If there's a snazzy box set, I'd probably buy it. Yeah.
I wouldn't.
I like
really
the
like
cover art.
for these.
I
Yeah,
already
they're very
blind bought
striking.
it. I already blind bought it. I
You,
can't.
oh yeah, you did buy it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like
It was
one of
$30
my-
for the digital versions.
Oh, this
for
one
for all three of them together was $30 because it was like I think it was
Still
like
seems like a
33
lot.
because it was like
Dude,
$11 for
only-
each of them. It was not
it's
worth
literally
it.
only $25 more. Or only $17 more for the DVD version of the Criterion.
Man, you should have done it. You should have just got the DVD.
Yeah,
This
but then
first film
we would have
won
never
the
done this episode. It would have taken so long to come in.
won the Academy Award for Best Foreign Language Film, 1955.
Samurai
So
won.
shout out.
Damn, they
Oh,
had
this
low
was
standards back then.
I thought the colors were really lush on this film too, and I was looking into it thinking it was Technicolor, but this is Eastman color, which is like a
Eastman
more refined one-strip process that like eventually replaced Technicolor. So
Oh,
Technicolor is 3 strip, right? 3.
it was
yes.
a very nice looking
Yeah.
film.
colors were dope.
It almost felt like it did feel like definitely an old color system. There was some points in the first one where I was like, it almost looked hand painted, like the kind of look you get from like tinted films.
I was going to ask about that. There was, I think in the first and the third one, I noticed it especially. I don't know if my screen was just falling asleep, but it looked like there was like a black filter over the whole thing where it was like really dark. And I was
I'm looking at
confused.
screenshots from the film on the Criterion site, and it kind of looks like that.
Yeah.
Kinda.
I don't know if that was the
Interesting.
Criterion version or like maybe it wasn't like that for the one.
Oh, damn, I did not
It was
know
just weird.
Criterion did like entire actor like pages. Like this is Explorer Koshiro Mifune. That's so cool.
He probably has a lot of movies in the collection, right?
Are we ready to get into the second
Akira
film?
Kurosawa once said the ordinary Japanese actor might need 10 feet of film to get across an impression. Koshiro Mifune needed only 3 feet. Fuck yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah. That's, I
I
would say 3 frames. Doesn't even need 3 feet.
will say this film did get me in the mood to watch like just a fuck ton of samurai film.
Yep.
It's very fun. But yeah, second film time. I'm gonna say very little.
I don't remember the second one at all. Like I honestly skimmed through it.
I slept through a decent amount, and I tried rewatching it. But dude, there's so much fucking melodrama in this one, man.
It's up to
Like,
I
me.
feel like we get
It's
into
my
like the
understanding.
politics of samurai at this point, where it's
yeah,
like there's all these schools and we have to follow like each school,
yeah,
and
and
like,
there's so
oh, I
many
can't fight you
characters.
now because it would look like I'm associate, and it was just
Yeah,
it was a
and there's
lot.
like big love triangle in this
Yeah.
one too.
Oh,
Okay,
very
number
I don't know.
2. Number 2 was double the love interest, double
Yeah.
and a half the samurai,
You didn't like
and
the kid sidekick Jotaro?
I liked him.
no,
I
I
like
liked
him.
him. I just was like, it just thought it was like felt like they're doubling everything. But I also think it's funny because like 2.5 men, but it's like 2.5 samurai.
There you go. I wonder if the real life Musashi Miyamoto had a fun kid sidekick.
Probably.
Sure, he's actually
Whoa, I'm getting
Yeah.
some ad for that like Russian robot game. I forget what it's called, Atomic Heart.
Atomic.
There's some
Heart,
very phallic imagery. I didn't like it.
Mm.
So Graham, what happened in this film? Enlighten
Yeah.
me.
So, our protagonist, he meets Jotaro. He's got a little Oni mask on his back.
He's like,
they
get away
focused
from
on that.
here.
They focused on that Oni mask, and I don't know if it meant anything, but
It
they
did.
definitely made sure it was shown. And yeah, I was playing Dead by Daylight. We got the Oni as a killer in Dead by Daylight. So I think
Nice.
Jotaro might have been an Oni main,
Okay.
and
Noted.
but yeah, he seems to be mad at Jotaro. He's like, he wants him to stay safe and fights a couple people, and Jotaro's like, hell no, I'm your fanboy. I'm following you.
I'm staying here.
Yeah. Jotaro starts following him. He keeps like going into the city and leaving. Like that was a theme throughout like almost all of them, was like he comes into the city and then everyone's like, get out of here. He's like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
He
Yep.
doesn't he meet like his master or something?
He's priest guy.
Or is it just a priest? I
think
thought
it's
he
just
met like
priest.
his like teacher, and his teacher was like, I hate you. You're not a
His
good
teacher is like, you're just strong. You're not just.
Yeah.
Why are you so
yeah.
afraid of that demon?
Needs to be
Yeah.
more
Get out
samurai
of here. I hate you.
honorable.
At some point we get introduced to I just kept, whenever I see him, I would just think of Alan Cumming. That's why I
Okay.
mentioned Spy Kids like a little bit ago, because I was trying to look up the actor's name. He looks
Okay.
like a Japanese version of Alan Cumming to me.
Okay.
Who's the guy that played Floop in Spy Kids? That's why I said there was an animated Spy Kids earlier.
Yeah.
Alan Cumming. I don't know who this is. Okay.
He's also the guy that
Oh yeah. It's that guy.
Shia LaBeouf groped.
Shia LaBeouf groped Alan Cummings.
Yeah, and got arrested.
Hell
that's
yeah.
strange.
Just
What movie
he
were they
told
in
the
together? Or was it
story.
just like
No, it wasn't on a movie together. Alan Cumming was doing some sort of like dinner theater, and what's his name? Shia LaBeouf walked in like pissed drunk halfway through the performance, sat down. Alan Cumming was like walking through the audience as part of the performance, and Shia LaBeouf just decided to cop a little feel as he walked
Jeez.
by, and then
Oh,
got
Shia.
arrested. Yeah,
oh Shia?
that was, I think, the start of his like I'm not famous anymore arc.
Oh lordy.
It's my favorite Shia LaBeouf arc.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm into the early stuff personally, but
Yeah, I like the
Cole's era.
actual cannibal.
Indiana
Shia
Jones
LaBeouf.
Crystal Skull, so good.
It's pretty. I like
But
that.
that's
movie.
around the I'm not famous anymore.
That's towards the end of his
His
early
ar-
arc.
his- And then he came back for a little bit, and now he's just gone.
Well, he did
Yeah.
the
Actually-
He Will Not Divide Us arc too.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that arc. I love that arc so
Yeah.
much.
He's gonna be in Megalopolis
Oh, fuck yeah,
if that
dude.
movie ever comes out.
It better. If it doesn't, there'll be a sick documentary that's probably better than the movie.
Oh yeah.
Um, didn't she make that documentary where he just lied about all of his childhood?
Yep. Oh no, that was a movie. Honey Boy.
Nice.
I
Nice.
I think that he didn't lie about it. Personally, I think that he just
Okay.
after that movie reconciled with his dad and felt bad
Hmm.
about putting it
That's
all out
interesting.
there. I don't know,
Very
but
interesting.
maybe he did lie. Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Shia LaBeouf, what a guy. Anyway, that's not what we're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah, so
talking about
Alan Cumming
Sashi.
Samurai appears. We've got a new love interest for the main samurai, and there's some anger between what's her name? She's jealous. Even though she like rejected this main samurai, she's jealous
Akimi.
that he likes this other girl.
Akimi, I believe.
Hakimi.
Yeah, that's her
Akimi.
name. It was
She's
just on the
jealous
tip
of
of my
Otsu.
tongue.
Just women love Musashi. Just swooning over him.
For
Yeah.
some reason.
Well,
mean,
the
it is
main girl,
Toshiro.
Akimi
Yeah.
or Akini?
The main girl's
The
Otsu.
main girl's Otsu, yeah.
Oh. Otsu like has such a weird relationship because she's like, I love you, and he's like, I love you too, and she's like, nope.
I don't.
That's
No,
what I got.
Musashi chooses the sword over love,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He's
And
all
then
about the samurai life.
at the end of number 2, he
Well, he tries to
kind of
kiss her in number 1, and she goes, nope.
yeah.
No, that's Akimi, isn't it?
What? Is that
Isn't
not
number
the main
Akimi?
girl?
Is that the girl he's like rape you with in the first
That's
one?
no. In the first one, in the second one, he's rapey with Otsu.
I don't remember that.
At the very end, they flash back to it
Yeah,
so
it
many
was.
times in the third one.
Was
Damn.
Like when he's by the riverbank.
Wait, the girl he tries to kiss in the hay on the first movie is the same girl he tries to kiss by the riverbank, right?
So that's Otsu. Yeah,
That's Osu. Okay, yeah.
no, in the hay in the first one, that's Akimi, right?
that is okay. I'm not sure. I don't really
Yes,
remember.
it's at the house, right? When the two friends are together.
I don't know.
That's for sure
I don't
Akimi.
know.
That's
For
Akimi?
sure Akimi.
I like Akimi's parents in this movie a lot. I think it was Akimi, right?
Aren't they like pimping her out?
Yeah, but
something?
I liked their vibes. I just thought they were funny.
Toji and someone.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Um,
so Alan Cumming Samurai's like, I'm gonna fight you, main guy. And he's got a new love interest. And yeah, and then there's some fighting that goes on. There was one like really good fight where they're in like the rice paddy.
I like the snow
Yeah,
fight.
that was a great fight in the
I
rice
loved
paddy.
the rice paddy fight. It was just so good. Like all of the fights were
I don't
well
even remember that.
choreographed, but they really feel like everyone's kind of stumbling around.
Mm.
Yeah, it
Like
feels
even
real.
though they're even though they're well choreographed, they feel real and everyone's stumbling around. And you just get that to like the highest extreme in the rice paddy one.
Yeah,
You just-
where
you
people
just-
are just falling. In, like,
yeah,
the
they're
mud.
all just crawling through the mud. Oh, I loved
Yeah,
that
that's
scene.
great.
And then he just used it to like run away too. It was great.
Yeah. Well, I liked like they had a great close up on like just his feet, and you see he's on the little like patch that's where you grow stuff. It's great.
I thought you grew the stuff in the water.
Or where you would walk to like harvest or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how rice paddies work.
I do. I'm
Yeah.
a Japan expert.
That's why we got you on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think that's all we have to say for number 2, though.
I don't know. I gotta rewatch it.
Isn't
I didn't do my
his
Critterpit
friend
duties.
is like he's pretending to be this master swordsman, and then at the end,
Maybe.
the
Matt
master
Hat.
swords. Yeah, at the end,
I don't
the
think
master
that was
swordsman
in the
confronts him.
Japanese version of the film, if I'm being real here.
Yeah, it was 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I think maybe on a rewatch I would enjoy it more, but I Like I
2
gotta
out of
blaze
10.
through it.
2 out of 10 just for that rice patty scene brought it up from a
I'll
1.
say it still looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
this one even looked better than the first one, I'd say.
Oh, yeah.
I would say that
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. wasn't really paying that much attention in the first one to the background, but the second one made a lot of use of like
The mountains.
No, there was fake backgrounds in the second one. Like almost all the
Oh.
backgrounds were fake from the second one onwards.
Mm,
Just these huge. At least they looked like painted backgrounds. They could have been real, but they looked like they were fake because they
Yeah.
seemed to just cut off very suddenly.
yeah. I liked a review on Letterboxd that described these 3 movies as like Japanese version of a Technicolor Western. Like that feels like it really nails it on the head, you know,
Yeah.
the
I
vibe
did
of
get
these
Western
movies.
vibes, but so wait, would you call these Eastern Westerns or just Western vibes?
Western vibes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
Yeah, that
Gunslinger,
was
really.
kinda
Like
Because
it's like
yeah.
he meets a new like enemy, has to duel at the end of the movie in each one.
Western vibes for sure, because these are like
Yeah.
titular Japanese stories, I take it,
Yeah.
from like this myth, folklore, legend.
Okay.
Well, like real guy, but like larger than life mythology.
Yeah.
Yeah. 6 out
Well,
of
and
10.
then
Gotta
number
rewatch.
3?
3. Oh,
He was my
slaps.
favorite.
3 slaps.
So
I don't know.
3.
Was it my favorite? It
I
might
think
I'd
because
say
I
be.
was
three's
the
my
most
favorite.
invested by 3.
There was more scenes that I enjoyed in number 3. Like my favorite scene in number 3 was definitely Jotaro, and I don't know the main character's name. I keep forgetting.
Musashi.
Musashi at this point.
Okay, so Jotaro and Musashi, they're chilling in this house. That I think they're staying in this house that all these like greasy guys own. And at one point, because Jotaro keeps getting Musashi into trouble. Like at one point, there's a tournament. Was that in the second or third one? The tournament.
That's the
Third one.
That was okay. So it was the third one. Yeah, they're at this tournament, and Jotaro's like, "Hey, this guy wants to fight." Yeah, and this guy's all cocky, and then gets easily beaten by Musashi.
I love seeing his progression just through these films. Like from the first one, it is just how like disciplined he becomes. It's
because
such a
he
cool
probably
progress.
would have
He's
taken that fight towards the first movie.
a completely different
Mhm.
character by the third one. Like
I know. It's a
it's
very
great.
satisfying progression. It's great.
By the third one, he's like, "Oh, this guy's just cocky. Like I don't want to waste my time with this." And his sidekick Jotaro forces him into the fight.
Man.
Jotaro is
Yeah.
a little shit, but I love him.
I love him too.
Probably
They
my
get
favorite
they get another sidekick in this movie, don't they?
Yeah. He's the guy
the
that
horse
The horse
the horse
thief.
trainer or whatever.
horse seller guy.
I'm
Yeah.
looking at the credits and it says Puma Goro the horse thief.
Horse thief.
Horse thief. I saw I don't know. I thought he was something else. There was another word I had for it, but yeah. I loved that scene. They get ambushed, and then Musashi takes out the people and like gets 2 more horses.
Yeah.
And
I love it.
he's
That
just
was a
so
great
happy.
scene. It's so cheeky.
The
So
horse
like
thief's
in this
just
film,
grinning.
he's challenged to a duel by Kojiro Sasaki.
Yeah.
Is
The
that
timeline of this
wait?
duel
Is that
confused me.
Alan
takes
Cumming Samurai?
I think so. He looks really
Just
villainous.
really crazy long hair and like a super
Yeah.
cool outfit.
He looks really fucking villainous. Like
He's pimped.
yeah. He like chops a bird in half at the start of the
Yeah.
movie.
A solo. That's crazy.
Yeah, because in the second one, I was like, "There's a second samurai now, but I don't know what he's doing."
I think he was in that second one.
Like, I am going
Yeah.
to kill Musashi, and I was like,
Well, it
"Whoa!"
wasn't
and
like I'm
he-
going to kill him. It's just like I want to fight him. Like I just want to be challenged,
Yeah.
right?
I don't
Yeah.
know. In my interpretation of the movie, it seemed like he wanted to kill him.
Well, he did want to kill him, but it was more about
yeah.
like he just killed everybody he
For
fought.
the sport.
Like, yeah,
But
yeah.
I almost
takes
got
a-
this dynamic of like, if you guys have read like The Merchant of Venice, where in
Nope.
that one, like the main villain basically is like guaranteed to have like his whole thing is he wants like the main guy's liver. He's got to like cut out his liver or something like that and give it to what's his name? No, it's the pound of flesh.
That
So
sounds Shakespearean.
he has to give a pound of flesh to like the main villain because he wronged him somehow. And yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that kind of vibe from Alan Cumming Samurai, where he was like, "I'm owed this fight, and I will win." So this guy is gonna go to his death, and Musashi was just
I
avoiding
didn't get that
trouble,
vibe
man.
so much. I don't think that he felt
Yeah.
he was owed the fight. I think he was just looking for a challenge. Like it felt
Mhm.
like more in like good fun. Like we're gonna fight.
It definitely felt like Musashi was avoiding the fight to me.
I didn't feel that way at all.
He
Even
took
like
a year to
when they
practice.
I
when
don't
they
know, the
first like encounter each other, he's
my
like, "I'll fight
superior
you. We
understanding
have
of
to do it later."
Yeah. He takes a year off at a little village
Yeah.
for his
Yeah,
leisure time.
Yep.
yeah, and
I
they're in
love
that
that. That felt great.
the little house with all the greasy men.
It's not even
Mhm.
like he's like training or anything there. He just became a
farming.
farmer.
Yeah, he's
I
Like-
love that, dude. How great is that?
Very
No,
Obi-Wan
I
Kenobi.
love that scene
I
where all the
know.
greasy men in the house are like yelling and laughing about something, and Jotaro comes out and is like, "Can you guys be quiet?"
Shut up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then they're like, "Oh, excuse me," and they run in there and they're like about to give Musashi a piece of their mind, and then they see him like picking the flies. out of the
Yeah.
air with
That
his
was great.
chopstick.
And they're like,
Musashi.
And then
"Holy
he just
shit!"
gives up. He's like, "There's too many, there's too many flies."
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was awesome.
There's did the emotional moments hit you guys in this one? Because there's some deaths in this one.
No.
I wanted to talk about the deaths a little bit. I was because the whole time you're wondering like, how is he going to resolve this love triangle? Like how
Yeah.
he's becoming mature. He's like going to figure out a way to talk to both women. No, they both just die. Like,
Did they both die?
yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Doesn't
How did
Otsu
I-
die?
I don't think so.
I thought she died at the. Okay, maybe not.
Akemi
not one of
has
them
dies.
both.
survived.
Akemi
but-
dies in the village.
Amy dies, and I thought that was quite sad.
I thought Otsu died as well at the very,
was-
I'm
very
gonna-
end. She like
I was-
collapses when they're on the beach.
I was pretty disappointed, but I don't think both of
Mm.
them died because I was like
No, she
waiting at
didn't.
after the final
Says-
fight. I was like, oh, he's gonna go back to her, and then he just doesn't. It just ends.
It says Miyamoto seeks Otsu's forgiveness and accepts her love and sets off across water to Ganryu Island for his final
Yeah.
conflicts.
But
Oh,
then
I
he-
thought that she died,
no.
She's probably just like sad and dramatic, if I had to guess.
but she was like really sick because she had been in like. No, she wasn't the one that got trafficked or whatever. She like it wasn't Otsu with the bell, right? It was the other one.
Akemi, I believe.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And the
Just wearing a
horse
bell
thief dies
everywhere.
too. The funny guy dies too.
yeah, that was
That was
sad.
sad.
That was the saddest death, I think.
Probably, yeah.
I was
That's
like,
rough.
after he got his horses from Musashi, like he was gonna sell those, and he didn't even get the chance.
That whole village kind of got fucked on a little bit there, but
Thanks a lot, Akemi.
oh
whatever.
well.
Yeah.
Kanbei from Seven Samurai is in this film for a little bit, which is pretty dope.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was gonna.
he shows
That
up.
one guy. He looked familiar. I was wondering where
Yeah,
I'd
he
seen him.
pops up a little bit. I'll say the boat send off is sick. When he's at the beach, he's saying goodbye to Otsu,
Yeah.
and he's just going off into the waves. And then that whole final duel,
And that was a
absolute
nice boat.
cinema.
That
too.
final duel, that's incredible at the
Like
beach.
I loved
Musashi
when he got
and Silhouette,
sliced on the
man.
forehead. I guess that was the very end of the fight, but
Dude, when he's like
Yeah.
walking up and he's in complete fucking silhouette
Yep.
against the sunset and the waves are crashing up, man. God
Beautiful.
damn. That gave me John Wick 4 vibes.
Yeah,
Big John Wick 4 vibes there.
I did
a lot of
really
John
like
Wick 4 in this movie.
in the fight. They have their big slice right at the end, and you see the Musashi has a big gash in his forehead, and then it cuts
Mhm.
to the other guy, and you're like, oh, he's so proud of himself for landing this hit.
He got cut. which
Yeah,
is impressive
that-
against
Yeah,
the
that is
legend.
impressive. But yeah, he was so proud of himself, and then he
He's
dead.
dead.
I knew that was coming though. That's like a
Yeah,
classic.
you could feel it.
Anytime there's
exact
a
same thing
katana,
happens in John Wick 4, man.
Yeah,
anytime
feels
there's
like
a
a
katana
direct-
fight and one person gets slightly cut, the other person is cut in half. It's just
Yeah.
The
guaranteed.
villain died with a smile though, so
Yeah.
good for him.
He
Oh,
got
dude,
him.
the one bit
Yeah,
though
no,
where
good
the
for him.
frame is framed on Musashi, right? It's like a medium shot. He like crosses over the frame
Sun.
and like kind of blocks out the sun a little bit.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Well,
That's
that's
so
so
sick.
smart. I felt like that was so smart. It like shows he's like fighting with his brain too, right? He's like, I'm gonna
Yeah.
blind him. Like there's no way he'll be able to
Oh.
like see me even.
So good.
When
That
we're
whole
fighting,
fight, the choreography there, maybe one of the like best samurai duels ever.
Also, he
So
comes in
good.
with just a wooden stick.
Right?
That's
It's
awesome.
so sick, man.
Oh,
It's so badass. Like watching that, it made me want to rewatch all 3 movies and like be super invested.
Yeah.
Just
I would
knowing like the
buy
climax.
the Criterion collection just for this like third movie. Like the
Oh, yeah,
last 5
for
minutes.
sure,
It's
man.
so good.
I'm probably gonna buy these down the road. This collection. I
Yeah.
really like the artwork. The artwork is like kind of traditional Japanese paintings, which is
it
dope
is.
because Musashi Miyamoto is famous for being a soldier artist. He was a big painter. I urge you guys to look up his paintings because they're quite beautiful.
Check it out, Critter Nation.
Yeah. He was also a big writer in real life. He wrote the Book of Five Rings. He was also an artist, sculptor, calligrapher, and architect. So
Did he
was
write the
just
books that these were based on or no? Like is it because it says they're
I
based on
don't think
books at the
so.
beginning.
I
Okay.
think he wrote like
These are just
philosophy and stuff.
okay, cool.
But yeah,
I
he's
will
like
check them out.
Speaking of
big legend.
Japanese art, have you guys ever heard of the game Ico?
Nope.
Nope.
Have you guys heard of Shadow of the Colossus?
Yes.
I
Wait,
have
is that the right game?
I'm not sure.
I think
Yep.
yeah, it is Shadow of the Colossus. Yeah, so Ico is like the game before Shadow of the Colossus. They're not similar in story, but they're like in the same universe, I guess. And if you look up Ico Japanese box art, the American box art sucks. Ugly. They did some like old 2000s CG for it. So gross. But
Okay.
the Japanese box art is inspired by, I forget the artist's name, but like the creator of the game made it himself. It's like this liminal kind of, you've got this weird architecture and like a setting sun. So good.
Okay.
Nice.
I just thought
Cool.
I'd bring that up. I just love the Ico box art.
The artwork. Nice.
Nice.
Well, do you have anything more to say about the Samurai trilogy?
7 out of 10. Great final film.
Overall, 7 out of 10? Or number 3, 7 out of 10?
Number 3, 7, 10, but yeah,
Oh,
overall
really?
7 out of 10.
Number 3, 8 out of 10.
Nice.
Most
Good stuff.
engaged with that one. Really liked it.
Yeah, it
number
definitely
3 was
is
the best.
probably the best. I just really like that first one for how like unique it felt for a samurai film.
Number
the
2 was bad though.
Of a samurai
Number 2
and
was
how it focused on the impacts of
Mm-hmm.
their actions on the populace and the women and the peasants. Thought
Yeah.
that was really interesting. But this third one is just like it's like a classic samurai film, man. It's
Yeah.
great.
That's what it felt like. A classic. It was great. I thought the third one would be more like what the other ones were. Or like,
Yeah.
like I was expecting like crazy samurai, like awesome action.
But like
I don't know.
I quite valued my time with these films. I think I learned a
Me
lot
too.
just researching Miyamoto, and it's always so cool learning about like other cultures, like folklore and heroes.
Yeah.
I find that so
Yeah.
interesting. Just like these
And
these
brings me
crazy
closer.
figures in history.
Exactly. It makes me feel closer to Graham as well, who was born 5 years
Yeah,
from Japan.
Yeah.
we're bonding with him.
When's the
Exactly.
next? Okay,
Um,
the next Japan one isn't for a while.
Yeah, but the next one's solo.
which you have
no,
to wait for.
the next film from Japan isn't for a while.
Yeah.
But I've had this plan for a while because I've heard that like just throwing yourself in head first and watching something in another language with no subtitles is like the best way to learn that language.
Okay,
Mhm.
and yeah, talk to your experience. How much did you understand? How much do you get away from these watching
Okay.
no subtitles?
I think 3% would be generous.
You got oats. You got some characters, I think.
I could understand some of the dynamics between the characters, but
Yeah.
most of that was visual anyway. There
So
was
you
occasional
were
times where I could understand exactly what they were saying, like well, not exactly. I could understand words and I knew what they were talking about. Like
okay.
the 16 when they were talking about her age. She was like, "Oh, 16 is such a good age." And yeah, I was like, they are saying 16 years old right now. That is what they're saying.
Nice.
Because what is it? It's Jurokusai.
Well, Graham, I'd love to
16 years
see the
old.
progress of your Japanese understanding skills. The more we do this show, and the
Oh
more you
yeah.
come on for these Japanese episodes, the more you'll slowly refine
Understand
your
more and more.
Japanese, and it'll be
Well,
a great progress. Because I always say Critterpit's about progress, right?
It's all about the progress.
well,
It's
in
tracking
between
like
this and the
our
next one,
advancements into film and your advancements into the Japanese
In
and French
Japanese.
yeah,
languages. You know, we have
in
arcs.
between this and the next film, I've had this plan for a long time, but I wanted to, because I'm a bit of a Ghibli head, I wanted
Okay.
to watch all of the Ghibli films that I haven't seen, like either dubbed in English or with subtitles, so I could get an understanding for all of the films, just watch through all of them in a way I can
Mm,
understand. So I know what they're about and everything. And then watch through every single Ghibli release in Japanese without
there you go.
subtitles.
That'd be
You
cool.
And
should
see
talk
see
to
how much I
Griffin about
learned by the
that.
end.
Griffin's a very big Ghibli head.
It's
Do a
Ghibli-man.
Ghibli thing. I do own Grave of the Fireflies, which is like my favorite Ghibli film in
Griffin
my top
has
3. I
all of
think
the Ghibli films on Steelbook
I
release.
I don't have it in Steelbook, but I do have a Japanese edition version of Grave of the
There you
Fireflies.
go.
It's my
Cool.
number 2 favorite film of all time.
And
Nice.
yeah, I finally watched Princess Mononoke. That was like
Oh,
my
yeah.
Never
second or
seen it.
third Ghibli film. It was quite good. It was good.
What are
I
the
watched it
other
at
ones
like
that you've
2 a.m.
seen?
though.
Mm,
Spirited Away.
Spirited Away is good.
Yeah,
Any others?
I think that's it.
No
Grave of the
Totoro?
Fireflies.
No, I haven't seen Totoro.
Totoro's overrated, but you should watch it, but it's
But he's your
overrated.
neighbor.
It's overrated.
I've seen A Silent Voice. Is that Ghibli?
That's not Ghibli.
It's good though.
I go
I've
through all the
seen
Ghibli
I've
movies
seen
and give
Toy
you
Story.
Yeah. I've seen Akira.
here, I'll give you all the Ghibli movies and I'll give you a very brief synopsis about what they all are. Okay. Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind. There's this girl, she's a princess. It's in the distant future where Earth is very polluted and there's giant bug creatures, and she, I think, saves the bug creatures or something, but they're also like generally considered evil by everyone.
Okay.
Castle in the Sky or Castle in the Sky or Laputa Castle in the Sky. Iron Golems from Minecraft. That's all I'll say. No. This girl has a pendant. She falls from the sky. This kid sees her floating down and is like, "Whoa!" And then turns out there's a castle in the sky that they got to go to. And it's this long abandoned sky city. And then there's pirates. Grave of the
Okay.
Fireflies. That's the best one. That's a semi-autobiographical story of 2 siblings, very young during World War II, and kind of how the war affects them.
Yeah.
And it's very tragic. This isn't a spoiler.
shit.
They're both dead. This literally in the opening of the movie, you know, they're
Called
both
Grave of the Fireflies, after all.
dead. Actually, it's named Grave of the Fireflies because the girl makes there's a bunch of dead fireflies and she makes a little grave for them and buries them all.
Rest in peace.
My Neighbor Totoro. You've got this family. They've moved into a new old house, and the 2 young girls are the main characters, and their imaginations kind of run wild, and they have a sick mother. And Totoro is Maybe real, maybe not real. You'll never know. Probably real. Kiki's
Okay.
delivery service. Got a little witch going to start life on her own. She's like only 12 years old though. goes to live on her own and ends up becoming a delivery person and then becoming super depressed and then yeah.
That's sad.
And then we're getting into the ones I don't know. Only yesterday, no idea. Porco Rosso, I've heard it's good. I tried watching it and I thought it was way too long and felt really boring. But basically, it's a pilot who is a pig. He's like, I think he's cursed.
I've seen
to
lots
be a
of
pig.
images of that one.
That one is inspired by something. That one's like very heavily inspired by some like American movie, I think.
Star Wars.
Yeah, actually, no. Porco Rosso might be inspired by Casablanca. I could be wrong about that, but that might have just came out of nowhere. Some sort of American production.
I believe it. Casablanca is a classic.
Ocean Waves. Haven't even heard of that. Palm Poco. This one's sick. So do you know Tanukis?
Nope.
They're
I think you've told me about this
Japanese raccoons. I think I told.
Yes.
Oh yes, you mentioned this on the pod.
Yeah, so this one's about how their like habitat is being dug up, and it's kind of like almost a PSA, like, oh look how we're harming these raccoons and their lifestyle.
Welcome.
They're kind of got to adapt to the new world, but and part of their they first try to like attack the humans, so they decide to learn their shape shifting abilities again that they haven't used for thousands of years, and the elder Tanuki gets all the young Tanukis to sit on his ball sack.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, that's an actual thing that happens in the film. He's like, everyone sit on this red mat.
Yeah.
And then they all sit down. He's like,
balls.
you see this red mat you're sitting on? And then he goes, sucks it back up into him. Yeah, and they're just straight up like balls throughout the whole movie. Like they focused on animating those balls.
Nice. I'm excited to get to it in the collection.
Don't know Whisper of the Heart.
See those balls.
You know Princess Mononoke.
Yes.
You know Ethan?
I do.
Never seen it.
There's this Princess Mononoke. I actually don't remember the plot of Princess Mononoke.
There's this guy who, or these like animal spirits that have been like cursed by a demon.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's all about like industrialization, basically.
Yeah. That one to me felt a lot like Legend of Zelda.
Okay.
That
one to me felt very long. I felt like I was watching that movie for like 5 hours.
It's a good movie though.
It was good. I like started watching it at I think like 1
My Neighbors, the Yamadas. No idea. Spirited Away. You guys have both seen it, right? Don't need to explain it.
Yes.
Cat Returns.
Speaking of,
I actually did see
Cat Returns. Come here, Raja.
Hell yeah.
Come here, Raj.
Cat Returns. There's a cat and it like captures this girl and is like, I'm gonna marry you. And then this other well-dressed cat is like, and saves her. And then there's a big like cat fight, and the whole movie is like these cats fighting over this woman. Oh,
come here, Raj.
Howl's Moving Castle. This girl gets cursed to look old, and then she joins this wizard in his moving castle.
You want to say something, Raja?
Raja, guest on the pod. Have you seen Samurai Trilogy?
Have you seen the Samurai Trilogy?
Raja, have you seen Samurai Trilogy? Raja? Raja?
Oh,
yeah. Raja loves Samurai Trilogy.
Raja loves the Samurai Trilogy.
Thank you, Raja.
Raja, what movie would you recommend?
Raja would recommend
Cats 2019.
Cats 2019.
Okay.
No, Raja's favorite movie. I have a whole list on Letterboxd of movies I've watched with Raja, so let me pick one of those. Give me a second here, you guys.
Okay.
Raja would like to recommend his favorite movie, Puss in Boots, the first one.
Not Cats?
No.
2019.
The first Puss in Boots film.
First Puss in Boots. Has Raja seen Puss in Boots 2?
No, not yet.
Okay.
But he's very excited.
Yeah. Great film.
All right.
Yeah.
Tales from Earthsea, I haven't seen it, but I know that one was based on a book, and it's nothing like the book. Ponyo, have you guys seen Ponyo?
Nope.
Ponyo is like Disney and Ghibli, like they worked together on it, and well, maybe they didn't. Ponyo was around the time that like Disney and Ghibli like partnered up though, and Disney started releasing like every Ghibli film as an English dub with like big name
That's cool.
actors. Like the guy from Taken voices like he's not exactly evil, but he's the antagonist of Ponyo.
Okay. I noticed that in
Yeah.
Princess Mononoke that the like voice actors were all pretty famous for
Yeah.
the English dub.
Betty White is in Ponyo as like a minor character too.
Whoa.
She's just like an old lady in a nursing home. Arrietty's interesting because that one is The Borrowers. If you've heard of
I have heard of The Borrowers.
Yeah. So that's just Ghibli's interpretation of The Borrowers. I was all right. Has a nice like Cecile Corbel. Yeah. She does a song for it. It's really good.
Cool.
From Up on Poppy Hill. I haven't finished that one, but I've heard that
How many of
one
these
is,
movies
like,
are there?
like I'm towards the end. I'm getting to the end of the list.
I was just wondering.
I don't know exactly the number, but I'm almost at the end. From Up on Poppy Hill is weird because it's like these two people fall in love, and it's like, oh, they're related. Oh, never mind. No, they're not. Oh, yeah, they are. Nope, no,
It's
they're
like
not.
Arrested Development.
Keeps going back and forth. Yeah. Haven't seen The Wind Rises. Haven't seen The Tale of Princess Kaguya. When Marnie Was There is pretty good.
Oh.
Barney.
Oh.
Yeah. This is the one we were saying Jake needs to check out. This one's pretty weird though, because it's like if you're watching it, you're like, there is lesbian chemistry in this movie. This girl is like sick. I think she has anxiety, so she goes to live in the country, and then she finds this old house across like a bit of a pond.
We lost the plot of this episode.
Across the pond.
Well, she keeps going to this house and seeing this girl there, and they become quick friends, and it's like they're very clearly like in love with each other, and then spoilers for the end of the movie, but she finds out it's actually a memory of her grandma, and she was taking the place of
spoilers
of her grandma's cousin who she fell in love with or something.
Awkward.
That was very awkward.
I don't think they have the cousin taboo in Japan. Like they might now, but they definitely did not historically.
Thank goodness we have our Japan
historically, like the 90s when this movie came out.
Yeah, no, this was 2014.
So much worse
historically. I've never heard of the red turtle. I have no idea what that is. Then we got Earwig and the Witch. You guys know I got a history with that movie.
Yep.
Hate it.
Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Everyone
famous
knows.
Critterpit lore.
Awful film. It's based on an unfinished book because the author like died while writing it.
Seems like a bad thing to base a movie on.
Yeah. So the movie is like
decisions.
also unfinished. Like there's no like moral or message. The main character like
they didn't even try and finish the story.
No. Well,
So
I think
lazy.
he tried to, but it didn't work because like he didn't have good material to work off of. So it's like you have this girl who's very manipulative. She's evil, and then at the end of the film, she's put into a bad situation, and you're like, oh, she's gonna get better. She instead just adapts to manipulate her new situation. So she's still just as evil at the end of it.
Sounds great.
And then you get a cliffhanger, but where you're never going to get any more to this story because
we're not going to get a sequel.
No. Also, it's the only 3D animated one, which unless Red Turtle has 3D animation, I don't know. And then How Do You Live? That one's not out yet, but that's going to be Hayao Miyazaki's final film.
Shit.
I'm excited for
Rest in peace.
July 14th.
Is he
That's
dead?
soon.
No, he's not dead. He already retired but he's coming back just to make this film for his
Because Earwig
grandson.
was so bad. He was like, I can't.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
screw Goro. I hate him. I'm making this movie for my grandson.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels
All right.
bad.
Well, did we?
Yes,
Is
sir.
that the end of the episode? Did we do
Not
it?
yet.
We're
Next
we're
week.
going to
Solo.
Solo, boys.
Everybody's coming
The
on.
game plan is me and Sam for sure.
Jake,
Jake,
me
Trato,
for sure.
Matto, Graham,
Graham,
What time?
Griffin.
anybody who would come on. I want everybody.
Love to get Keegan on.
I'm
Yep.
planning to get my Keegan on. I'm gonna try to
Sure.
set up
Just get everyone.
I'm trying to set up a watch party for Salo with all my.
Stop, Raja. Cats are so silly, man. Chasing my mouse cursor on the screen. How silly are you?
Cats love mice.
Oh, I can see
Yeah.
Roderick on your on your monitor. I mean, not Roderick.
Yeah.
Not my
watch
Roderick.
your tongue. So Solo. Everyone get hype. This feels like kind of the Infinity War of Critterpit. We've been
Yeah,
building up to this.
we've been building up this one for a long time.
It's crazy. I kind of love these trilogy episodes because it feels like we're time traveling.
Yeah, we made
Just
it
so-
3 weeks.
Should I just
Yeah.
try to get as many people that I know that I'm going to show the film into it, or
Yes.
Yeah,
Should
I
we
just
call
want this
them in?
episode to be complete chaos.
okay?
Yes.
Just
I'll try
There's
to
gonna
get
be
them.
so much deep, meaningful discussion.
yeah, it's gonna be
love
about
all of-
as nuanced as the movie is.
Okay,
I've been debating rewatching the movie.
Don't do it.
'Cause
You
I
have to.
should.
You have to.
'Cause
Ethan.
I'm
You
a
too,
Critterpit
not.
absolutist.
You have
like-
to, Sam.
I gotta watch them all.
I've already seen the
Right.
movie. I'm not rewatching.
Yeah,
It'd
but
be
you
the
got to have a
fourth.
fresh outlook.
It'd be the fourth time watching that movie, and I don't know if I can handle that in my soul.
For me,
That's
it's
got to be
first
like
time.
more than way more than the average amount you watch movies. Even like your favorite
Yeah.
movies.
Just
Like-
I just somehow keep stumbling upon this film in my life.
You guys weren't
Scary.
involved in the Salo event that was going to go on with the fourth years, right?
we had our own solo event.
Yeah, we
Wait,
did.
what do
on
you mean by
Valentine's
solo
Day.
event?
Like-
wait.
Because I feel like that
Eric-
could go a lot of different ways.
Yeah, they're
Eric-
talking about just
no,
getting
no,
like
no.
50 kids.
Eric
Yeah.
from fourth year was trying to get like as many first years as possible to watch Salo.
Oh,
Huh.
he's gonna try to punk us.
We
Well,
didn't even need to organize it. We just did it ourselves.
fucking Eric, you wouldn't be punking me. I'd be like,
You did it yourselves? When did you do it?
on
Valentine's
a
Day.
Valentine's Day.
Damn.
That was before you were pulled into the fold, Graham.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a bad choice, but
it was
a
great.
fun story.
memories.
To pull
Save
me
for the
into
pod.
fold
Save
or
for
Oh, it's gonna be great. I'm very excited. But like, we have some bangers, Critterpit Nation. Don't drop out on us yet. We have the solo episode next week.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Then we have Naked Kiss, and then we have Shock Corridor. And I
Yeah,
know
then I'm
David-
just gone for a while until
David is on one of those two episodes. I don't
Yes.
remember which one.
I don't remember which one either, but I gotta
We'll
remind
find
him.
out.
I'm just
Then
gone
after
Salo, and then what is that? 5 movies you don't get to see me.
then,
You
guys,
can come on whenever you want, Graham.
No,
we
I
have
can't.
Sid and Nancy
6.
from director Alex Cox,
Cox. I'm excited for Sid and
director
Nancy.
of Repo Man.
Yeah.
And then we finally get some Cronenberg, Dead Ringers,
Dead Ringers, baby.
with
Anyway,
Caleb.
stay tuned. Stay
With
tuned.
Caleb.
You do
And then we
not
have
want to miss
Summertime.
this.
Then we have RoboCop, and we're gonna get freaking Keegan on. It's
Yep.
gonna be big.
We might even have a live recording of that one.
Yeah, we might all come together. It's gonna be
Yep.
great.
And I'm coming back for High and Low.
Yes. And
Yes.
then there's a French
Alpha
one right
Male.
after that.
Yeah.
I have to find the recording of RoboCop.
What do you
Oh,
mean?
Yeah, when we do it, I mean.
Yeah.
Interesting thing. I've
I
had
hope you
Alphaville
don't
on
lose
my
it.
mind
Yeah.
for a while.
I think we should get Keegan on for Alphaville because I'm assuming since it's John Luc Godard, that's going to tackle like communist theory and Marxism and all that shit. And that's
And it's
Keegan's
French.
forte.
So,
So, We
we
might
gotta
have to
get
get our
Graham
boy
on
on for that. So
Anyway, yeah,
very exciting things. On the
I've been
horizon.
thinking about Alphaville. You guys heard of that like internet's most mysterious song and like no one knows who made the song? It goes da 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 da.